Live on YouTube on a Tuesday morning, bright and early, from East Tennessee. We'll hopefully find out if I'm actually live when some of my live stream audience gets in here. In the meantime though, for those of you who are watching this live stream long after the fact, I'll kind of give you all the rundown where I'm at and what I'm doing today. So I'm out on Watts Bar Reservoir. I'm in a backwater creek system fishing dirt shallow. I'm back here. Some of these baits, I got 4 rods out. Some of them are cast in that 3 to 4 foot depth. I got another one over here kind of 1 to 2 feet deep. Just kind of fishing these shallow water backwaters here today, hoping to maybe get a mixed bag out here. Maybe get some carp, maybe get some catfish, maybe a buffalo, who knows. So going to put in a couple hours this morning, see what's up. I haven't baited this area. I did throw out some chum first thing when I got out here, which about 20-30 minutes ago. So I've probably spooked any fish in the area when I did that, just throwing that stuff out and bringing the kayak in here. So it may, if you're watching this live stream after the fact, you might want to fast forward until I catch the first fish, assuming I get the first fish today, because it may take 30 minutes here or so before these fish that I spooked kind of work back into this area. And anyway, hopefully we're going to catch some in here today. But yeah, y'all, for those of you watching after the fact, that is the plan. Hopefully, let's see, we got some people piling in here now. Hopefully I actually am live and able to be heard. We got the good microphone. There's my mom. She's in the house today. She's actually out of the house today. She's running errands and stuff, so I don't know. I may have to fire her as moderator today. She's gonna have to adjust her schedule to my live stream demands. I'm just kidding. I couldn't fire my mom. There's Brokeback Bob. What's up, Bob? Will Loy in the house. Heck yeah. That's my man Will. There's Mike Barron. Wormy Rich. Clinton G, Catfish Club member. Heck yeah. There's my man Ed from Oklahoma with a $49.99 to get me started. Holy cow, Ed, thanks, man. Gosh, that's nice of you. He says, thanks for going live, catch some fish this morning. We're going to try, buddy. Thank you for that. Oh, Ed out there, he's probably under a welding hood out there in Oklahoma today, but he's listening in. He's tuning in here. Glad to have you, Ed. That's generous of you, man. I appreciate that. There's Gary Stoner. 55-210. He's got the COVID, y'all. Wish him well there. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. Chuck Goodwin can hear me loud and clear. Perfect. Mike Barron with a 2 spot. Thank you, Mike. He says, stay safe, have fun out there. Catch one for my wife, Amy. Heck yeah, man. Thank you so much, Mike. We're going to try. There's Stephen Hare. Jackie Hill, first time catching me live. Glad you could tune in, Jackie. Z Decker, there's Cody Yak fishing with a 10 spot. Thank you, Cody. He says, congrats on that hoss of a buffalo. Good luck today. Let's get some big ones. Hey, thank you, Cody. I ain't going to lie to you. I caught that buffalo right here in this same creek. So I wanted to come back. I ain't got the video done yet. Probably 2 weeks before that comes out, but I'm coming back here today. We live and hopefully going to hook into another one here. Could have been blind luck. Who knows? But I'm trying, Cody. I want to get me another one. Thank you for that 10 spot there, buddy. There's Spider Skull HD. Jay Bat. There's Douglas Medlin. He says, you're live, not Memorex. I don't know what Memorex is, Douglas. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, I'm live, man. Just a rock in the house. Nick Glenn. I'm scrolling down, trying to get down here, get caught up a little bit. There's Myra Loy, watching with Will. Says, listening to you on through the radio as I go to the doctor's office. Catch a big one. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lynn. I hope whatever you got going on to the doctor goes well. There's Deshaun Miller. All right. Oh, Spider Skull says a cassette tape. Oh, I do remember them Memorex cassette tapes. Yeah. I'm going to age myself a little bit back here, but in the early 90s, when I was a kid, I used to have some cassette tapes. Fun fact about me, my first cassette tape ever was Vanilla Ice. Back in the day, Ice Ice Baby. I had one of them. It wasn't even a real Sony Walkman. It was one of the generic jobs. Had the big foam headset, you know, back in the day. Oh, Vanilla. I don't know whatever happened to Vanilla Ice. I guess he's still out there making music or rap or whatever. He come to my area. Gosh, it's been several years now, but it was at a community college or something concert, and I didn't go to it, but I remember thinking, boy, he's sure fallen a long ways. MC Hammer was another one too. He was too legit to quit, but I guess he eventually did quit because I don't think he does any rap stuff anymore. He had them old parachute pants. I bet I'd get an extra YouTube view if I had some parachute pants. But anyway, nobody wants to hear about my cassette tapes from the 1980s and 90s. There's Cat Daddy Chris. $9.99. He said, let's get a buffalo today, man. I hope so. Thank you so much for that. I hope so. We're using some worms today out here, trying to get them. I got 2 buffalo the other day. One of them was the biggest I've ever caught on the worm, so hopefully it's going to pan out. For those of you in my live stream, when I first went live, I kind of told the people watching after the fact, I don't know if we're going to get anything at all here for the next 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I had not done any kind of pre-baiting out here. I come in this creek this morning, 20, 30 minutes here before I went live, and I tossed out some cattle cubes, some chum, and I threw out a few handfuls of my pack bait just in this general area here. And so I was, bringing the kayak through here in this shallow water. You're making a lot of noise, them cattle cubes hitting the water, a lot of splashes and stuff. So I probably spooked those fish when I first, any fish that were here anyway, I probably spooked them. So it would probably be a little while before they get back here in this area, assuming we get some. Now, the other day when I come out, well, that was Sunday, I come in here and fished. And again, got that huge, biggest buffalo of my life, man. It was massive. And I didn't catch many fish because I hadn't pre-baited that day either. I just come in and fished. And I caught, I don't remember how many fish I caught, maybe 6 or 8 fish total on the morning. But there's some here. It's just a matter of getting them to our baits here. So hopefully they'll show up here shortly. I've had live streams before where I don't do any good, and it's brutal. It's embarrassing, really. I mean, when you go live, do a fishing live stream, people expect you to catch fish, and when you don't, I mean, it's a blow to the ego a little bit. So hopefully we're going to get some in here today. But it may be a little while. Thank you again for that super chat there, Cat Daddy. There's John Van Buskirk. He says, good morning, catch a bunch. Thank you, John. Doing whatever. Says how the marbles since your last live event. They back to normal now, man. I was walking funny for a day or two, though, man. I tell you, it was a direct shot that fish got me with. Who would have ever thought a fish tail slap could do so much damage, but it put me down for the count. Todd Brown, I have not changed out my ultralight reel yet. That's on the to-do list. Keith Hensley, my man, Keith, he says, how about picking me up at my job and taking me with you next time? I don't know if you could afford my Uber right there, Keith. Keith would be a good time. Y'all, if I got Keith out here on a live stream with me, y'all would enjoy the hell out of him. He'd be a show. He'd be a daggone YouTube superstar. Let me scroll on down. NJ Fishing Maniac, Run DMC. I think I had one of their cassette tapes too back in the day. I can't remember their songs, but I'm pretty sure I had a Run DMC. Grayson McMurray says, when do you get the power pole? He apparently ain't watched in several months because I'm rocking them back there. Got 2 of them, man. Great help for fishing these shallow creeks. There's my man, the Gingerbread Man's Trucking Adventures with a 10 spot. Thank you so much, Gingerbread Man's Trucking Adventures. That's a mouthful. He says, going to be fishing for the first time on Nickajack from the 26th to the 28th. What rig would you recommend for bank fishing there? And is there anywhere I can go to buy skipjack rather spend time on cats? Well, the best rig from the bank would probably be just a Carolina rig, or a knocker rig, something that you can cast. You know, a Carolina rig with a shorter leader or a knocker rig will allow you to cast farther. Fortunately, especially on the upper end of Nickajack, you don't have to make super long casts to get to the deeper part of the channel. As far as where to buy bait at, honestly, I don't know. I'd probably just, you know, hit up Google and see the local bait shops, make some calls. I never buy them. I never buy them anywhere, but when I go down there, I usually make sure I've got some in the cooler. So wish I could give you some more insight on that, but I don't know. I don't ever go to any of the bait shops down there or anything. You should be able. I had some friends come down and fish there last week, and they caught a bunch at the dams. I know you don't want to spend any time on it, but they are catchable at the dams down there right now. I hope you do well, man. I hope you have a good trip down there. Catch some big fish. Thank you again for that super chat. Bites and Strikes says Vanilla Ice is a home remodel and TV show. All right. I would have never saw that coming back 30 years ago, but people change, man. Who knew? Cody Agfishing says more if you switch to jorts. Yeah, I'd have the John Cena look going on, wouldn't I? We got Andrew Berlanga. I hope I'm saying it right, Andrew. $4.99, thank you so much. He says, love the channel. Can you give my friend Mike a shout out? He's kind of new to carp fishing. Absolutely. Shout out to Andrew's friend Mike. Mike, thanks for watching the videos. Hope you get into carp fishing, man. Hope you catch some big ones. It's a lot of fun. It's super addictive. I do recommend baiting areas before you go out and fish. Showing up like I have today, chumming the area, you don't get as many fish and you wait longer for them. Oh, Mike, let's dedicate this first one here to Andrew's friend Mike, who just got into carp fishing. Andrew wanted to give him a shout out, and I'm gonna give him a daggone fish. Watch it not even be a carp. Watch it be a cat. This is on a worm right here. This is on a night crawler. I got night crawler on this rod, and pack bait and fake corn on my two outside rods. This could be literally anything here. It's not a bluegill. I'll tell you that. It is not a bluegill. If it is, it's a world record. I got to keep him out of this other line here. I think we're good on that. I may bust out my fancy net here in a minute, y'all. I got me a new net. Them fish tore a hole in my other one, and people in the live stream was like, Justin, here's a little coin. Go get you a new net, and I finally did. And it's a big help. Oh yeah, that's a carp. Andrew's friend Mike right there. This is a smaller carp. They get a lot bigger than this. I'm gonna work him over here to this side, and I'm gonna bust out this fancy net over here, man. I'm proud of this net. This is a Walmart special net, but it's so much better than what I had. Let me. There, that ought to work. Adjustable handle length, and a little bit deeper net there, wider hoop. So much easier getting these fish in. Catfish, I don't need a net. You know, they got them mouths that are basically like giant handles. These carp and buffalo, there's nothing to grab onto. And most of the time, you can't get them to calm down. Let's set this up here in the mount there. I want y'all to be able to see my beautiful face up there today. How far? We're 14 minutes into this stream, just 15-minute marks. Okay, that's good. we didn't have to wait too long on a fish. For those of you watching this after the fact who have fast forwarded, you didn't have to fast forward far. Let me get him unhooked. Found him a worm out there, people. He found him a worm. Small carp right there. If I was keeping any fish today, he'd be one that I'd probably keep and take to use for some catfish bait. These things are hard to cut up though. Hard to cut up. I kept a few. I kept 2 on Sunday. And man, I went home and cut them things up. It's like, you need a daggone chainsaw. I ended up filleting them. That's about all I could do with it. The smaller ones, the ones smaller than that are cuttable. And I really like suckers, red horse suckers when I get them. But the carp, man, they're something else. Well, let's get us another bait on there. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. I got me a can of worms, y'all. I bought some bait here, y'all. I may not buy a skipjack, but I do buy some worms and I buy some breadcrumbs and stuff. Got me the worm. We're gonna run him on the hook. I'm gonna run this hook through a few times. And then I'm gonna put some pack bait on the lead above it. The old pack bait and worm combo. I can't hardly get them buffalo to eat the fake corn. Or the real corn for that matter. I've caught a few, but not many. But when people have been commenting and stuff, they've been telling me, some of them have told me to use worms, and I come out here on Sunday and tried it, and like I said, I only caught 2 buffalo, but both of them, well, the one was the biggest I ever, and the other one wasn't too bad. It was kind of on par with what I've got in the past. So here's our next bait going out. That's a glob of pack bait and a worm, a big worm. Oh crap, I got this line around my rod tip. Every time I go live, something happens. Every daggone time. Let me get this cast back out. Oh no, I butchered it, y'all. Y'all just keep staring at my crotch here a second. It's a hell of a view. There's at least 35 people who's gonna watch this that's gonna enjoy that shot. I just cast all my daggone, I made a terrible cast. I cast all my pack bait off as I threw it out there. Dadgummit. You'd think by now I've done this enough times that I'd be able to lob that appropriately without doing that, but it does still happen. It's amateur hour up in here. All right, let's try that again. Ding, round 2. That's better. That'll catch us something. That'll catch us something right there, folks. Let me tighten that line up a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the chat box here. I know I'm way behind now, ain't I? Lord. That fish held me up between catching the fish and getting rebaited. I'm 4 minutes behind in the chat now, and I was already behind. Let me scroll up here. I left off at Andrew's comment. That's where I had left off at. There it is. Okay, there's Andrew's. Again, shout out to his buddy Mike. Bites and strikes. The buffalo will hit carp bait. Just use a short. I'm using a 4-inch leader. I can't get much shorter than that, man. Pure Catfish, $4.99. Thank you, Pure Catfish. He says, always enjoy watching your videos, Justin. It's motivation for me to make more and better videos. Well, thank you. And I hope you do. It's pretty easy to make better videos than mine, but I do put out a lot of them, so it's hard to make more. But you can easily make better ones. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Got, oh no, Fleming Outdoor Ventures says MC Hammer died 2 years ago. I hate to hear that. I didn't know. Clinton G telling people to hit the thumbs up, man. Hey, Clinton G, look at here. Oh, oh no, he still got it, Clinton G. He still got it. I thought he hit it and dropped it. Well, Clinton G's been a Catfish Club member for a hot minute, and I was reading his comment. He's inspiring people to hit the like and subscribe button, so I'm gonna dedicate this one to my man Clinton G. This one was on the fake corn right here now. Interesting that these two rods have gotten hit. It makes me wonder if these fish aren't coming from the back of the creek. I could have maybe went further back in there. No, this one's gonna get in that other line, y'all. He swam right over it. Man, did I just get lucky? By God, I did. He went over that line and did not get in it. Folks, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Which side do you want to be landed on, Carp? It's a common. I think he wants to be landed on the left side. That's going to be easier for all of us if he'll come on this left side. Clinton, tell your fish, get over here on the left side. I'm going to rock 4 rods here for a while, y'all. And if we get these fish really biting, may go down to 2 just to keep some distance between them. Watch this net. Watch this net job right here. So much easier netting these fish with an appropriate net. All right. There we go. Let me get the camera back in the mount there. Clinton G, buddy. Catfish Club member. Oh, fish, come on now, buddy. Hey, 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 now. You thrashing around, trying to put a whooping on me here. It's uncalled for. I'm gonna make you famous. I've already fed you out there. I know you just ate a bait with a hook, but I got all kinds of cattle cubes out there I tossed when I come in here today. Oh. Let's get this out of the way. You're gonna hold yourself up here. Quit now. Quit. There we go. Clinton, man, I gotta get your fish out of here quick. He's unruly. Get out of here. All right. Fish number 2. 23 minutes into the stream. Okay. Well, I feel better, y'all. Even if we don't catch any more fish, at least I got something. Get the skunk out. We got 2 fish, 23 minutes in. Again, I got out here, I threw that chum out probably 20 to 30 minutes there before I went live, so we're about almost at the hour mark that chum's been out there. Get some more of this pack bait. This one here again had the pack bait and fake corn. I love this pack bait. There's all kinds of recipes. I'd got this one from the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. And I just keep using it because it just works, man. Every time I go out, I catch fish with it. It's easy to make, it's cheap. But I have been, I played around here with the worms. And Going to be trying some other baits too. I'm going to get me a, gosh dang it, I'm going to get me a line tangle around my rod tip's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get me a boiler, something to boil some corn so I can take that deer corn, like at the feed stores and stuff, and soften it. I said I'd never do that because it's too much hassle, but I think I am going to do it because that feed corn's just so cheap. But I haven't done that yet. That's another thing on the to-do list. I got a lot on my to-do list, and yet when I go home, I set my ass on the couch and veg out, and football season's coming, so that'll tie up my whole weekend here before long. I won't get anything done once football season starts. Okay, let me get back up here. I am so far behind y'all in the chat. I'm gonna knock out some of these super chats. Y'all are loading me up, man. Y'all are awesome. I don't want to miss any of those, so I'm gonna scroll on down and hit some super chats, and then I'll hopefully get caught up on the others. Here is Nervash Type 0, $10. Thank you so much. He says, first time alive, wishing my coworker to get better as we both watch you. Well, thank you for that, and I don't know what's going on with your coworker, but I certainly wish them the best, man. Hope you get better out there. I don't know if they want you to, if Nervash here wants you to get better, as in feeling better, as in a health thing, or if you just need to get better at your job. You might just be that you suck at your job and he wants you to get better. I don't know. Either way, Nervash, thank you so much for supporting the channel, buddy. I'm gonna scroll on down. There's Sandra, heck yeah, Florida, channel catfishing. $20 says, let's get a 20-pounder. I hope we do, Sandra. I hope we do. It might happen. It might in here. Thank you so much, Sandra. You know, Sandra should be working today too now. I know you back on the job there, Sandra. Sandra, she's, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say where she works, but Sandra got some computer skills, y'all. I don't know if she wants me announcing her employer. I almost did it, and I thought better of it last second. Sandra probably getting people calling her at the job there. We got Freddie Coggins in the house. Freddie, my man, $50. Thank you so much, Freddie. He said, catch some big ones today. Holy cow, thank you, Freddie. Man, that's nice of you. Wow, thank you so much, man. I hope we do catch some big ones. That fish, there's going to be, after Freddie done that for me, I guarantee there's going to be a fish come along trying to help me spend that money. I guarantee it. It's a given now. Freddie's inspired these fish to bite. My man, but everybody's in the house this morning. Vivi Saldana, my trucker from West Texas. He says, good morning, buddy. Glad to see you. It's okay if you don't catch nothing, but if you, oh, my screen moved. He says, but if you do, let me have it. Gosh dang it, my screen keeps, let me keep my finger on the screen. I'm gonna butcher his whole comment here. He says, I'm old school myself. I listen to 2 Live crew here. I'm heading to Alcoa. Hammer down, heck yeah, man. He's heading right over here about 45 minutes an hour away from me, y'all. You be safe on the road, Vivi. Shout out to West Texas. He always likes me to shout out West Texas. Thank you so much for that super chat, Vivi. Oh, Vivi. Let me scroll on down. Again, I'm sorry, y'all. I got way behind in the chat. I'm scrolling down. I don't want to miss anybody's super chats for sure. David Quick with a 10 spot. He says, stumbled across your channel a few months ago and I'm hooked. Love your channel. Watch you from my Kenworth up here in Missouri, trucking through the week. Catch some big. We got another trucker in the house, y'all. David Quick, thank you so much for that super chat. And be safe out there, man. I've heard that my videos are so boring it will put you to sleep, and I don't want you falling asleep at the wheel. So be safe out there. Thanks for what you do, and thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate you tuning in today. Heck yeah, man. Oh, here was another. Jeff Gerald said MC Hammer isn't dead. I got some fake news of Aramindigo apparently. I don't know what's going on with MC Hammer. All I know is that he was too legit to quit, and I think he eventually quit. So I don't know if he's legit anymore. The Wizard of Fish, Fish Wizard, $10. He says, whip them whoppers hard, good luck. Thank you so much, you Wizard of Fish. He's a big supporter of this channel too, y'all. I'm glad to have him in here. We're gonna try to find some whopper fish in this creek today, man. Thanks for tuning in. There's Daniel Warren from Central Texas. Heck yeah, we got Texas people in the house. Keith Doc Reed in the house. He's been a member for 10 months. He says catch a flathead for him. I hope we do, Keith. I always want a flathead. I don't know if we're going to get it today, but you never know. We got lines in the water. There's always a chance. You never know. Man, Keith, he's been with me a long time in here. 10 daggone months he's been a member. That's how long I've had a membership thing going on this channel. He's been here from the start. Bundy Vang. $2, no comment. Thank you so much, Bundy Vang. I remember King Kong Bundy from back in the day. He was a wrestler. For those of you that have grown up in this generation and don't have good wrestling to watch, but back in the day, King Kong Bundy, man, he was a beast. I had his action figure, them big LJN action figures, like back in the day when you could go to Walmart and on the end of the aisle they had a display and you could actually play with the action figures and stuff, and they had the big wrestling ring out there, and I had a bunch of them. Anyway, I had King Kong Bundy. So shout out Bundy Vang. He didn't leave me a comment on, oh he did, he left one under the super chat. It says, good luck to you, just wish to say and see you catch I've butchered your whole comment here, Bundy. I'm sorry. See you catch a mirror carp, but I must go back to work. Be safe out there. Hey, thank you for tuning in, man. I hope we get a mirror in here today. That would make my day if we did. That's awesome. Well, now here's Deshaun Miller says MC Hammer's worth $3 million. I need to get MC Hammer on this channel, y'all. I need to do some fishing with him. He needs to come on this channel. Y'all, hashtag MC Hammer. We're going to get him out here fishing with me. I want to take it, now that we know he's still alive and kicking, I want to take him fishing. I want to find out. I want to find out when he quit being legit. Maybe he'll bring me some in parachute pants too. I'll rock them in a video. If MC Hammer comes fishing with me and he brings me a pair of parachute pants, I am rocking them in the video. It's happening. Well, y'all ever heard of that? I know you have. The whole 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It basically, I don't remember who come up with it. I don't know if Kevin Bacon come up with it or if it was somebody else. But basically, you can connect anybody in the world through 6 connections max. That's like, I know somebody who knows somebody whose sister is friends with Kevin Bacon or something. So somebody out there knows MC Hammer. Somebody's his next door neighbor. Somebody, goes to the same laundromat. I don't guess MC Hammer's probably got his own washing machine at the house. He probably gets them parachute pants dry cleaned though. Maybe they've seen him in line at the dry cleaners. But somebody can get me connected with MC Hammer. We can make this happen, y'all. We can make it happen. MC Hammer's Twitter's probably going to get blown up. He's going to be like, who the hell is this redneck hick from Tennessee out here hashtagging MC Hammer? Goodness gracious. Let me scroll on down. Here is Candace Grass. Let's join the Catfish Club, everybody. Welcome Candace Grass to the club. Glad to have you. Thank you for supporting the channel, Candace. Glad, man, man, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Kevin's Trophy Catting and Bassin and RV Life, that's a mouthful, is also joined the club. Thank you so much, Kevin. We got 2 new members in here back to back. Thank you both so much for joining the club. That is freaking awesome, man. Kevpool Motorsports is another trucker up there in Indiana. Thank you for watching there, Kevpool. Laurel H with a 20 spot says, catch me a big one. I'll try, Laurel. We started getting bit here, got 2 fish pretty quick. Now we've had another little lull here, so I don't know what's up with that, but I thought we was about to turn it on here, Laurel. Thank you so much for that 20 spot, though. Thank you for tuning in. There's Paul Boyd, Catfish Club member in the house. What's going on, Paul? Trevor Wagner there's listening while getting lesson plans ready for the school year down there in Texas. Man, I feel like my whole audience is from Texas. YouTube says 10% of it is, but I feel like every time I go live, it's Texas and Oklahoma. There's Michael Ramsey going fishing this weekend. Heck yeah. Oh, Brokeback Bob's got the COVID, man. I hate to hear that. I hope you get to feeling better, Bob. Norman Burris says, other than skipjack, what's your other go-to bait? Probably shad or white bass. Carp and catfish baits, tips, tricks, and techniques. Caught a fantail carp Saturday. Awesome, man. Congrats. Levi Williams says, what are you fishing for today? A little bit of everything, Levi. We could get some catfish. We already got 2 carp. Really, fingers crossed, hoping to get a buffalo in here. We'll see. Anything's possible. With these small hooks and the worms, who knows, could get bluegill or shellcracker too, you know. You never know. Let's see, let me scroll down here. Oh, Lord, my gosh, we got Gary Stoner. What, it says, welcome to the Catfish Club. Gary Stoner's joined the club, y'all. Thank you so much, Gary. Glad to have you, man. We adding some members today, y'all. Gary Stoner, welcome, buddy. Here's Stephen Roth. He's been a member for 10 months. He says, can't hang long. I got a lot of work to do, but good luck to you and hope you get to mirror carp today. Well, thank you, Stephen, and thank you for being a club member so long. I don't know what kind of work you're doing, but I hope it goes well for you. Hot as blazes out here in Tennessee these days. Humid as all get out. I hope whatever you're doing is in the house. Just the Rock. No, I don't stream on Twitch too. I've thought about it, but the audience for me is kind of here on YouTube, so at least the live stream audience anyway, so I've just kind of stuck around on here. Russell Smith says, all us Texas truckers watch the greatest fisherman on plastic. Heck yeah. Thank you, Russell. Candace Grass says, yes, sir, and Okie here as well. I'll tell you, Texas and Oklahoma, I mean, y'all got it going on out there. That's such a huge chunk of my audience. Kevin's Trophy Cat and Bassin and RV Life says, hey, Justin, have you ever heard of using tiger nuts, also known as chufas, as hook bait on a hair rig? You know, I haven't personally used them, and I don't even know that we can get them around here, but I have seen some of the guys on YouTube over in England and Europe and stuff using the tiger nuts, and so I may try some at some point. Again, I don't know if I can even buy them here. It may be something I have to have imported, but it would be interesting to try. Steven says he's a gas locator for Piedmont in Nashville, so unfortunately, get to dance with the heat all day. Oh man, that sucks, man. That's bad. You gonna drink you some fluids today, Steven. Well, my man Leonard Vaughn with a 5 spot, he said, I've had some trouble with my account, so I had my debit card locked, and it caused my membership to get paused because payment couldn't go through. I renewed. Well, thank you, Leonard. I'm sorry you having them problems there. I hope you didn't get hacked or nothing. Them hackers all about stealing some cards. Lord Almighty, we got a boat coming back in here. It's a Tuesday morning. I thought I'd have this place to myself. Here comes a boat. Here comes, what are they doing? Is that a bass boat? I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're going to be live on YouTube here in a minute. That's what they're going to be doing. Thank you again, Leonard. I appreciate that. James Wilmot, $1.99. He says, good luck today, Justin. Love your videos. Well, thank you, James. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you tuned in today. Oh, Carp's Catfish and Baits there. Carp and Catfish Bait says, if you want to try some tiger nuts for hook bait, I'll say, well, that's nice of you, man. Thank you. That's real nice of you. Oh, I mean, we may have tiger nuts here. I don't know. It may be something I can get, but I don't know. I've seen them online, but I haven't researched to see what's available here and whatnot. Oh, here's my man Philip H. He bought my Old Town kayak from me. He said, here's a quick story. Went fishing, put spot lock on, walked away, came back. Didn't pull the handle all the way back on the trolling motor, so kayak floated away. That's funny. That's why I don't play with the whole spot lock while I'm going to get the car and stuff. I'm so terrified that the kayak's going to be drifting off and I'm going to go swimming. That's funny that happened to you. I'm glad you got the kayak back, though. I'm glad it didn't drift downriver. Oh, Candace, Lord, Candace has joined the club. Now hit me with $2. Says, absolutely love your videos. Oklahoma here. Thanks. Well, absolutely. Thank you, Candace. I think I just saw your other comment on up in the box there, Candace. But thank you for that $2. That's what I got to do, y'all. I got to get so far behind reading people's comments here that Candace posts the same comment and hits me with $2. I appreciate the heck out of you, Candace. About added you as a moderator there, Candace. I hit the button wrong. I done it again. My fingers is slipping. Candace will be joining the club and moderating for me here in a minute. Oh, Lord. Ruger's got to get on a conference call. Ruger, you need to tell your boss we live today now. Your boss got the priorities messed up. Douglas Medlin said, you can count on me in that trucking group, what I was doing before becoming disabled. One more day, I'll make 10 months. Well, Douglas, I hate that you become disabled. I hate that for you, man. Burritos and Sports, here's the shout out for R&D fishing. T-Clift, I may try some grapes. That's another one that's on the to-do list, and I think it'll hold on the hook good, especially a hair rig. I may try that at some point soon. Corey Goodwin hit me with $4.99. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you there, Corey. Didn't leave a comment with it. Norman Burris, I just answered your question up there with about the go-to bait after skipjack. Bart Frazier's a trucker too. I'm finally getting caught up here on the chat box. Booby Miles says, I bet you'd love bow fishing for carp. Yeah, I used to do that back in the day. I had a John boat set up with lights, and I'd go out and shoot carp and stuff. And I got into it for a couple years or so. And but now, though, now that I'm getting better at catching them on rod and reel, I hate bow fishermen. They've become the bane of my existence. I feel like I go out and draw carp into an area just for them to go in and shoot them up. So thankfully, bow fishing's not real big around here. I see a few people out doing it, but not very often. It was fun. I enjoyed it for a while, but it's a real waste. Mr. Storm, the biggest catfish I've ever caught was in a video titled Holy Catfish. Oh, Levi said I froze. Hopefully I just froze on Levi's screen. We got some clouds moving in, y'all. I may could ditch my glasses here. Y'all may have to watch radar for me. We got some weather coming allegedly this afternoon. tomorrow I think is supposed to be a washout, potentially Thursday too. I thought today would be okay during the morning. It was sunny, it was foggy, then sunny. Now the clouds are coming in and the wind has started to pick up a little bit, so I gotta fix this line here too. Kayak is spun just enough to... Oh, I feel better about that now. I might have to reposition some of these lines here in a minute with the wind blowing like it is. We'll see. Anyway, y'all keep an eye on radar for me. I didn't bring my umbrella. I'm gonna get drenched if it does rain. I'm way too pretty to be getting drenched out here today. Mr. Truth says, when's the last time you ate catfish? Probably 15 years ago, maybe. I never really liked fish. I eat shrimp and stuff. When we go get sushi, I'll get something with clam or shrimp or, you know, something like that. But I'm not a big fish eater. Never really had a taste for it. I like catching them. Don't like eating them. The Animals Creation says, Justin, what's an easy way to tell the difference between carp and buffalo? Well, buffalo are typically gray in color, and their eyes look creepy because they're like they look like what I imagine a demon would look like in hell when you look them in the eye. I feel like when you look a buffalo in the eye, it can transport into your soul. They're very creepy. That's the best way I can tell you. Just color and their eyes. There's Daniel Duran. He's a club member. What's going on, Daniel? We got Bill Moss. He says, the tube sent me here. Hope you catch a bit. I hope so too, Bill. I hope so too. Jackie Hill says, how do you become a club member? There is a link down in my video description. Depending on if you have iPhone or Android, there should be a little join thing up there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's iPhone or Android. I don't know. One has it and one don't. I don't know. It may be some feud with Google and Apple. I don't know. But either way, there's a link down in the video description too. Some people saying my video is good. Must have been that other feller's screen messed up there. Timothy Green said he was praying that he wouldn't have to castrate a tiger down at the zoo. I guess you'd give it sedation. That would be I wonder. That's very inappropriate. I'm like, how big is a tiger ball sack? I'm thinking, them tigers are big. I watched what was it called? Tiger King on Netflix there a few years ago. And the whole Carol Baskins, you know damn well she killed her husband. But I watched that whole documentary series and the whole big cat thing. Those people are weird. Who knew that the big cat people, I mean, I guess if you want to keep tigers in your house and stuff, you got to be a little off in the head. I mean, other than, well, Mike Tyson even, he's a little off in the head. You can't argue that, but there's some real weirdos. But Timothy Green's got me wondering, like, how big is a tiger ball sack? And I don't know why I'm wondering that, but it's just popped in my mind. I'm like, I bet they got some massive cojones. I used to until that last live stream, and the fish squashed one of mine. I mean, he just tail slapped me right in the gonads. Why are we talking about tiger balls, y'all? We've got MC Hammer. There's no way, after that whole tiger ball segment, there's no way in hell MC Hammer's going to come fishing with me. He's going to say he's too legit for this guy in Tennessee. Michael Jacobs is from Peoria, Arizona. He is way behind time zone out there. I guess he's in either Pacific or Mountain Time. Burrito and Sports, you've commented hi about 4 times. You might be 8 years old. I don't want to go off on an 8-year-old, but you keep doing that whole spamming the chat box. Your ass is gone. I show no mercy. My moderators show no mercy. We got a lack of patience here for stupidity. So don't be that way. There you go. Warning of the day. I hate lecturing. He's possibly 8 years old. I don't want to go off too hard. Some people annoy me in the chat box. There's Rick Ratliff. What's going on? Jalen Culp says, in your opinion, do you think the rain makes the bite slow? I've seen make the bite better and make the bite. I don't think the rain really makes a difference either way, Jalen. If you have a good hard rain and you get some water movement in the creeks and off the banks and stuff, I think it can potentially help. But just rain coming down on the water, I don't think it really makes a difference. I lost my spot again. How far behind am I in the chat? Way behind, apparently. Cat Daddy Chris joined the club. He hit me with super chat earlier. Now he's joined the Catfish Club. Thank you so much, Cat Daddy. Glad to have you, man. We've had a lot of new members here today. That's great. Norman Burr says, it's funny how fast conversation went from fishing topics to tiger ball sacks. That's the truth. You never know what I'm going to talk about around here. Brittany McIntyre says, shout out to my 6-year-old son, Tommy, who loves catching catfish. Shout out, Tommy. Man, I hope you catch a big one, buddy. James Shuey, longtime member. He says, morning, Justin. Sorry, I've already had my coffee, so no coffee for us together. But sending up prayers that you catch big numbers and good quality fish. Hey, thanks, James. I appreciate it, man. Take every ounce of help I can get. Matt LeClaire, Outdoors for Change, he says, I come in on tiger sacks. Bad timing for him to join. Let me scroll on down here. Lord, we got... that's why I was thinking, we were talking about tiger nuts for bait. And then Timothy Green started talking about castrating a tiger, and that's what got me thinking about the tiger ball sacks. That's what it was. It was a combination of tiger nuts and Timothy Green. Blame them don't blame me in my warped mind, y'all. It's definitely not me. Can't possibly be me just being a weirdo. Matt, Outdoors for a Change. He's $10. Thank you, Matt. He said, good morning, everybody. Man, Matt's become a big supporter of this channel, man. He's been hitting me up everywhere. I appreciate it, buddy. He's keeping me in business around here. Corey Goodwin says, congrats on that PB carp. Thank you, man. Thank you, Corey. I'll tell you what we're going to do right quick, y'all. We're 52 minutes in. We've caught 2. I'm going to set this camera up here. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to refresh everything. I just want to get some more, because what's going on right here? Have I got a fish on? Or am I just reeling in something? I'm reeling in a stick or something here, y'all. If it's a fish, he ain't pulling at all, but I'm definitely pulling in something. But when I got out here this morning, for those of you just tuning in, I had chummed the area about 20, 30 minutes before I went live with some cattle cubes and some handfuls of pack bait. And I want to get some more pack bait out there and just kind of get these fish hopefully going. Ideally, I would have baited this area a day or 2 in advance and really, put a 5-gallon bucket's worth of feed out and had these fish stacked here. I didn't do that. I went catfishing yesterday. And if I'd known I was coming back here on Sunday, I would have brought a bucket and thrown it out. But Sunday, I thought I was just going to do like a quick little carp trip. And so I just took the bait that I was using that particular day. Every time I go to do it, I get my line around my rod tip every time I'm live. Okay, let's cast this back out. Gosh dang it, I done it again, y'all. I don't know if you saw that. My pack bait's over here, my lead's over here. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Yeah, it definitely helps to have your pack bait on your lead when it hits the water. We're just going to refresh. I want to refresh everything right quick and just get more scent out there, get more bait going. I feel like some more, especially this pack bait. They love this pack bait. That's better. That's better. Right, we got that one set up. Let's reel this one in, redo it. This one's on the worm here. That worm's about had it. I'm gonna refresh that. We're gonna put a new worm on too. Again, I got my outside rods have pack bait and fake corn. My two middle rods, I've got pack bait on the lead, but then I got night crawlers. Got worms. This worm's what I got the buffalo on the other day. For those of you who watch or follow my social media accounts, I posted there on Instagram and Facebook. I've been posting more on Facebook. They started paying me. They sent me a thing a couple of weeks ago. Facebook was kind of a dead platform, in my opinion. Of all the social media sites I'm on, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, my smallest following is on Facebook. We got like 9,000 or 10,000 people on there. And so I'd got to the point where, you know, there's such few people compared to the other places, and my engagement is so bad on Facebook that I had stopped posting on there. Just other than just an occasional picture or something, but Facebook had sent me an email and monetized me. All I had to click a thing to monetize on there, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll make a few more posts. I guess Facebook has realized that they're in trouble compared to these other social media sites, and they're going to maybe start taking care of the people who post on there and keep people on their site. I casted that bait way too close to the other one, but we're going to make it work. We'll just have to be careful. They'll be wrapped up in each other, but that's all right. Bear with me just a little while longer here, y'all. I got 2 more rods I want to rebait. We got 350 people watching me rebait these lines. What a world we live in, folks. When I can go live at whatever time it is, 9:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, and have people watch me rebait lines and cast them out. This worm here's still alive. I guess he's still alive. He's still wiggling a little bit. I'm gonna reuse that worm. This one, I had some fake corn on my hair rig. I didn't really want to take it off, so I've put a worm on there with it. I'm gonna put some pack bait around this lead. I thought one of these rods got hit. Maybe I imagined that. No, it did get hit. By gosh, it did. The one we just cast back out right here. Look right here. We just got this one cast back out. Something's got it. Something's got that worm. Oh, he just come off. Did he get my worm? No, he didn't get the worm. He was hitting it. That fish tried to rob me, y'all, while I was getting while I was getting baited up. Let's leave that one sitting there. I tell you what, I'd made a bad cast with that one anyway. Let's just throw this one. I've just got baited. Let's throw it over there in its place. There we go. Doggone fish tried to rob us. Didn't even hook up. It may have been a bluegill or something. I don't know. They, you know, when you're using these worms, anything's possible. Could get anything, and I've got number 6 hooks on for these carp, and so big bluegill or shellcracker can easily eat that number 6 hook. The other day though, it was weird, and I have very limited experience catching buffalo. I mean, what have I caught? Maybe 10 my whole life. But when it hit the rod, it was a very weird bite. I mean, I thought maybe it was a bluegill or shellcracker messing with my bait. And it wasn't until I set the hook, I was like, well, this ain't a bluegill, you know? And so that right there, I don't know, it was weird. Could have been a bluegill, but could have been a daggone buffalo too. Get this on there and we'll get this and cast back out. Almost done, y'all. How many people have I lost here while I'm rebaiting a bunch, probably? Cast that one out there a little farther. All right, one more rod to rebait. Still got our bass fishermen up here. I guess they're bass fishing, I don't know. I was literally the only vehicle in the parking lot. So there's probably 2 of us on the water today. And we're both fishing in the same daggone play. It's never fails. Hopefully my car's okay. The last time I fished here, or time before, is when I got my tire slashed in that parking lot. One of my haters, I guess, done it. They didn't do anybody else's, they just got mine. Okay, last bait about to be cast out, and then we're gonna get back to the chat here in a second. There we go. I got this one cast over here kind of real shallow. We may or may not get bit on that, but we just might. Okay. Anybody hung around? Anybody still in the chat box now that I've rebaited everything? Let's see what we got here. Well, somebody just hit me. DJ Damahum. DJ, I've probably butchered your name, man. I apologize. He's hit me up with Singapore money. He says, hi, Justin from Singapore. Thanks for all the videos. Keep it up. Buddy, man, wow. DJ, you may be the first person ever to watch my videos from Singapore. We've had people all over the world tune in, but you might be number 1 from Singapore. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. Tell you, we got them all over the world watching y'all. All over the world. Let me scroll up here to where I'd left off before. Okay, there was Matt's comment, outdoors for a change. Let me scroll on down now. Cat Daddy Chris says, what's the recipe for the pack bait? It would be fun to try. This is panko breadcrumbs, sweet corn, and strawberry jello. So what I've been doing when I mix up a batch is I do 4 cans of the Walmart brand Panko breadcrumbs. They come in like a canister. I think they're $1 and something, $2, somewhere in there. I'll do 4 of those. I do 6 ounces of Jello, strawberry Jello, and 1 of the big family size cans of corn. And I ain't trying to call out Walmart's corn department, but those corn cans aren't always consistent. Sometimes you get more water than corn, sometimes more corn than water. But that mixture, sometimes if you don't have a lot of water in the can, you may have to add some lake water to it to get it moist enough. But that's the combo I've been running lately. And that'll get me, that's enough bait for a day's fishing. 2 days if I haven't baited. Dang it, I lost my spot again. Okay, there we go. Outdoors for a change. Matt, he says, let's bug Justin for another skipjack video. I can't, Matt, they've done too poorly. My skipjack videos don't get views. It's kind of like my video, I've had a bunch of people. I've probably had 15, 20 comments, people asking about them stinger fly rigs, how I tie them, what knots, etc., etc. And I had so many people ask, I'm like, okay, well, there's a demand for this. You know, maybe I'll put it out there. It won't get a ton of views, but maybe it'll at least get, 15,000, the lower end of my normal average video. And I posted that on Sunday, and it bombed, man. It was the worst performing video I've put out in 3 or 4 years. I'm like, I ain't never doing this crap again. I'm going to stick with what works. I just can't justify putting out those videos where I know they're going to do bad. It hurts my channel. It hurts me in the algorithm. It hurts me with negotiating deals with companies because they look at my average views per video and just can't do it. I need to start a second channel so I can post crap that I want to post that I know isn't going to do well. Big baits, bigger fish. Happy birthday, buddy. Thanks for spending part of it with me. There's Penny in Kentucky. Gonna do some bean picking. Nick 85. I've caused problems with his wife. He's spending all his money on fishing gear now. He's in the doghouse with his wife, y'all. I'm sorry, Nick. Upstate Anglers is using worm. I caught a channel cat Sunday. I had to edit out the video, Upstate Angler. Daggone channel cats. Penny in Kentucky said, was that a smash? I ain't smashed my toes lately, thankfully. Blaze Spencer, sad for me. Yeah, I lost a pretty good fish there in that video that come out yesterday. That was a pretty good one. It happens. Kevin's Trophy Cat and Bass and RV Life says, is that Catfish Sumo braid? This is not. Now, his braid is coming. This is not, though. This is Power Pro on these rods here. I'm going to try the Catfish Sumo braid there when it comes out, though. Daniel Duran says, just to reiterate about the trip to Colorado for the Pueblo Reservoir, it's mainly now for what you call fun seekers, so you would be getting angry with the people. Hell, that's pretty much anywhere you go these days. Daniel, I mean, again, we got 2 people on the water out here where I'm at today, and we both in the same spot. Hey, there's Frank with brats and mustard, y'all. He says, keep up the good work, buddy. Health issues don't allow for me to get on the water much these days, so I spend a lot of time watching your videos. My kayak hates me now with such little water time. Well, Frank, man, I hate to hear that you're having health problems, buddy. I hope you get to feeling better. Y'all, Frank right there, brats and mustard. I've been using the Gulp minnows for, gosh, I don't know, several years now. But Frank with brats and mustard is the one who really sold me on the Gulp minnows. And what a world of difference it made with my ultralight fishing. I have caught so many thousands of fish since then because of Frank. So big shout out to Frank with Brats and Mustard there. Way back in the day, for those of you who have been on my channel a long time, not many of you's been around this long, but Frank, we did me and Frank and Denny Ransom and Steve Sharon, Adventure Outdoors, did a little fishing league comedy thing several years ago. It was stupid. Didn't work out. All our views bombed from it. But Frank was part of that too. It was, looking back on it, boy, we were dumb. It was fun though. Good times. Cat Daddy Chris says, I'm waiting for the floodwaters to recede before I can get the kayak out. I think I just answered that. I was so far behind in the chat, I answered the other comment there, Cat Daddy. Sandra, that other boat, it's way down there. They thankfully didn't come all the way back, but you know how it is. You know how it is. I like having the whole area to myself there, Sandra. I'm selfish. I've been called far worse things about my attitude toward these boaters, but I admit I'm selfish. I'll come out first thing on a Tuesday morning. I want the water to myself. Douglas said, see clouds but no rain showing up. Good. Hopefully the rain holds off till this evening. I finally got my yard mowed. I tried mowing it Saturday. I got about half of it done, and then the monsoon hit. Great Outdoors is with YouTube. With YouTube and having jealous people and haters, I'm assuming you protect. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you always got to be prepared these days because people come up on you and stuff. Some weirdos out there. Wyatt Waldo's his first time commenting. Thanks, Wyatt. Glad to have you, buddy. Augustin Pedraza said, you have the Old Town kayak. I'm looking at possibly buying one since it comes from. I have my Old Town Big Water, the pedal kayak. I don't have the autopilot anymore. I sold that last year to Philip H. He's a viewer on here. But it was a good kayak. It was just the motor, the beeping noise drove people insane. I was getting people griping in the comments all the time about it because it picked up on my microphone. So I tried the bow mount on the Hobie. It worked well, and so I just stuck with this. Jonathan Pruitt says, tell Daniel to get some daggone reels and stuff. I'll tell him, by God. You know, I'm always looking for a reason to bust Daniel, so. I roast him good in a video that's coming up here soon. I get him good, y'all. Jalen, I haven't tried boilies. I will at some point, though. Travis Hoxie says, I love the idea of a second channel. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I've been kicking around that idea for a while. It's just hard to get enough content for one channel, let alone two, but there's things I would like to post and, you know, like vlog videos for those of you that give a damn. There's at least 8 people that give a damn what goes on in real life stuff with me, but when I post them on my regular channel, they don't do well. I don't get views. You know, YouTube puts that little message there in your YouTube studio that says, fewer regular viewers or whatever is watching this video, leading to 60% less views, and then you get hit with low ad rates because the video is not performing well, so YouTube puts the cheaper priced ads, and then it hurts your next few videos because the algorithm says, oh, this person's regular viewers doesn't watch anymore, so we're not going to push out the next video either. And so it would be nice to have a channel that wasn't reliant, that I didn't have to cater to the algorithm. You know, now the only way I get views on this channel anymore is if I clickbait the hell out of stuff. That's the only way I get any views. And it would be nice to have a channel that I didn't have to worry about it. I got to worry about a fish right here. Holy cow, he's a burning, man. He's a burning. Oh, no, he's still on there. He just turned and was coming back. Let's reel in another one, y'all. Let's reel in another one. This one ate the pack bait and fake corn. I'm glad we just refreshed these baits here a few minutes ago. This one's fighting a little bit here now. This one's got a bad attitude. This one right here's got the attitude MC Hammer's gonna have when people start blowing him up on Twitter, trying to get him to come fishing with me. He knows where I'm at too, MC Hammer. I'm pretty sure he was in Knoxville for the state fair several years ago. I think he did a concert at the state fair. So he knows this area. He could find his way over here to where I'm at. This fish is, he's trying his damnedest to get under the kayak and them power poles. I'm gonna try to net this thing. I know he ain't ready to be netted. I know he ain't. I want to dedicate this into brats and mustard. Frank there. Again, he put me on them gulp minnows, which changed my fishing so much. Been such a help to me. I want to dedicate this into Frank if he's watching. Carp, you caught, buddy. Stay in that net now. I gotta give you a little slack. There we go. All right, let's set this up here again. Got us another one, y'all. Okay, that's a little better. That's the biggest one of the live stream so far. Not a bad carp right there. What is going on? He's got my fake corn hung in the net here. What do you do that for, Carp? There we go. My pliers at. Let's set this out of the way. Okay, now can I get a hold of this old ornery devil here? There we go. My man Frank brought some mustard. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. That there's few. He got a knot on his head. Look at that thing, that ugly thing. You ugly carp. I'll probably hurt this carp's feelings. You can't call them ugly. They real sensitive. Real sensitive fish. Get out of here. Go put you some makeup on before your next camera appearance. All right. That in there was pretty fun, man. He was burning some drag. I like it when they pull like that. That drag burning's why I like carp fishing. Them things just fight, man. Let's throw out some more. Yeah, it didn't take long after I rebaited that time. That one there that we didn't catch had hit that worm rig right after we'd just cast it out, and then this one hit a few minutes. So hopefully the more pack bait we get out there, them cattle cubes should be drawing them in now. The wind's blowing kind of this direction in the creek now, and hopefully it's pushing some of that scent as them cattle cubes dissolve. We don't really have any flow in this creek because it's so wide back here, and it's a very small creek that feeds into it in the back. Goodness gracious, what the hell have I done? There we go. All right, let's cast another one out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Back to the chat. Where did I leave off? Goodness. Man, I must have been way behind in the chat there for a while anyway. I'll never understand how I get so far behind, but it happens every live stream. Sandra said it can put these videos on Facebook. I could, Sandra, but boy, it's a lot of hassle uploading to Facebook. I film in 4K now, Sandra. And if I got a 30-minute video filmed in 4K. The file size is so big, hell, it takes 2.5 hours to get it uploaded to YouTube. And I had problems in the past uploading to, I tried Facebook a few years ago, uploading some videos, and the videos gets hung. You have to like keep the app open the whole time on your phone or computer or whatever. And it's a pain in the ass. They need to, Facebook needs to improve their video upload process if they want people posting on there. Let's see. Opportuniver said, just subscribe, thanks. Kevin's Trophy Catting and Bassin RV Life hit me up with a super chat. He said, did you get the new spinning reel yet for the carp rod? No, I'd mentioned getting one for my ultralight rod. These are fairly new reels here on my carp rods. I'd got these earlier this spring when I switched over to these rods. Those are Daiwa Regal 3000. They're smaller reels for these size rods, but they hold enough line for me and the type of fishing I do. And something had hit this rod right here, and my line's a little bit slack. I got my eye on you, fish. Wind's blowing my kayak a little bit. My power poles may be working loose with the fish that we've caught. I think something does have that. Something's messing with it. It's either a small fish or it could be a buffalo. I'm gonna get the camera here in the chest because we about to rip one of them's face off right here. I'm gonna let him hook himself. I want him to have that bait. I'm getting impatient. I think he's probably got it. In fact, I know he's got it because he's swimming with it. Yeah, he had swim with that thing. He's over here to the left of me. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't want to catch this. I did not want to catch this. Oh no, he got my other line here too, didn't he? Doggone it. Doggone fish. He has gotten wrapped up. I got to do some untangling here because of a dang channel. I hate channel cats. Have I told you all that lately? I hate these things with a passion. I don't even know which way I need to twist these two rods. Dang channel cat. What the heck have I done? I think I've made it worse. I've made it worse. Dang channel cat, man. Dang channel cat coming out here and wrecking everything. You know, if I'm gonna get a line tangle, let it be on a big fish. Let it be, even if it's a small fish, let it be a carp. Let it be a flathead, a blue cat. Not a dang I ain't even gonna dedicate this fish to anybody because I hate these things. Somebody had an idea a while back about dedicating these channel cats to my haters. You know, them people, them other YouTubers and stuff that, you know, they hate me. They talk trash about me. They try to, you know, run my name and my business into the ground because they can't get any views on their own, but yet they still watch and click on my videos for some reason. So look at him. He's pooping all over it. He says, doo-doo on this. That's a perfect one to dedicate to my haters because I say doo-doo on them. Joke's on this fish though. He tried to poop all over me, but he doo-dooed right down to my pedal drive slot. There's a little splatter there. I know y'all want to see that. But the rest of it hit right there. Can't make this stuff up, people. You getting doo-dooed on. I got peed on in the video that came out yesterday, R. Kelly style. Today, we got fish dropping the deuce on me here. You just never know what you're gonna see on the Kayak Catfish video, and especially on a live stream. I got a mess here on a dang half a pound channel cat. This thing has put me into a mess. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how it's possible. What we need now, y'all, this will really do it right here. We need a fish to hit this rod. We need this rod to just double over right now. It's a damn mess. That channel cat, man. And then I made it worse. I tried to get it undone as I was reeling him in, and I've made it worse. I've made it worse by a lot. You know what I'm gonna do? Hell with it. We're cutting this thing. I'll sit here for a half hour just continuing to make it worse, trying to untangle it when it'd be so much quicker and easier just to untie it and start over. Y'all just, while I'm bent over here, just admire, I got the wrong damn hat on. Oh man, I grabbed the Tennessee hat. I can't even sell any Kayak Catfish hats while I'm retying and rebaiting and stuff. Oh man. I always wear the Kayak Catfish hat when I'm live. Always. I grabbed the wrong damn hat. All right. We're almost back in business here. Daggone channel cat, man. Channel cat ain't even a big one. People ask me all the time, you know, these people, they're the flyby people, they've watched one video, and they're like, why does this guy hate channel cats? That's why. That's why they're super small. Here where I'm at anyway, they're very small. They steal your bait. They get you all tangled up in your lines for no good reason. And then you try to hold them up. You try to give them a little camera time. I mean, there's a possibility that MC Hammer's going to see that fish. And that fish just, he doo-doos his pants right here in the kayak. That's why I hate channel cats. And I hope for the sake of me and MC Hammer's friendship that will hopefully happen because of this video, I hope MC Hammer hates channel cats too. I don't know if him and I can be friends if he likes channel cats. Hopefully, MC Hammer is too legit for channel cats. I feel bad for MC Hammer. I don't know if MC Hammer even has social media, but somebody's going to reach out to him on my behalf. I know it. I'm going to get MC Hammer trending on Twitter today. I ain't even on. I have a Twitter account. I'm not on there. I don't even have the app on my phone, but somebody's going to have MC Hammer just trending. I don't know how many posts you have to get to trend, but he's going to get 4 or 5. Okay. We're almost back in business here, y'all. Almost. I think my other line here, I got to sort it out here in a second. Let's cast this out. I got my line wrapped around the rod holder now. What a cluster. All because of a dang channel cat. Tag on channels cats. Okay. I'm going to sling this out. I'm going to have to reel that other one in. All right. I'm gonna reel this other one in. It's a mess. So we'll just go ahead and reel it in. We'll rebait. Hopefully get this line untwisted here as I reel it in. Yeah, I think we're good. Once I uncut that other, or cut that other line, all this twisted mess here come out of it, so. Could have been worse. Could have been better too. Tag on Channel Cat. One more bait here, y'all, and we back in business. How many people have I lost? Probably 6,000 people in the chat box doing all this rebaiting. There we go. And while I'm at it, all right, drove my power poles down a little deeper too. Hopefully that'll help keep me from wiggling around so much. Anybody still left watching? I'm 3 hours behind in the chat box now because that damn Channel Cat. Let me hit some of these super chats. I don't want to miss any of them before they fall off the screen. Let me scroll on up here. I can't remember where I left off at now either. Okay, there was Kevin's comment. Okay, I remember that. Let me scroll down. I had another one pop up. Who was that? It's Brian Posey. He's been a member for 10 months now. He's listening on his way home from Colorado. We were just talking about Colorado, Brian, about Pueblo Reservoir a little while ago. Thank you for being a member so long, and I hope you have a safe trip home, man. He hit me up with $20 down there too. Thank you so much, Brian. Heck yeah, man. You a good man, Brian. Appreciate you tuning in today, buddy. Old Raptor says he's watched other YouTubers use the same methods I've seen you use for a long time. They're treating it like it's the best thing they found. You're the best. Thank you, old Raptor. Yeah, I've heard we got some copycats out there, but that's the nature of YouTube. John Knott says, I really don't understand how some YouTubers take shots at you, but then copy you. I know, right? That's why I said they my #1 fan and #1 hater all wrapped up in one. Ethan Turner, $4.99. Thank you, Ethan. He says, Snook, Texas, checking in. Listening to you while in the dump truck today. Thanks for what you do and good luck. Well, thank you, Ethan. Man, he's working hard in a dump truck. I hope you have a good day, buddy. Appreciate you making me part of your day. Will Loy says, that's never the wrong hat. Go Vols. I agree. It's never a wrong time to wear it except when I'm hunched over and my hat is the main focus of attention on the screen. It's always a good time to sell some hats. I missed my chance today. Big Mike in the house. What's going on, fishing with Big Mike? He's down there in the excavator today. Working hard too. Hey, there's Catfish Weekly in the house. What's going on? Glad to have you in here. I'm scrolling kind of fast through the chat box here, y'all. Sorry I got behind there in the chat box, and I was trying to get caught up, especially making sure I hadn't missed anybody's super chat, because I didn't want to have them fall off the screen before I got to it. Douglas Medlin said, John started another channel for Creek Adventure. Yeah, I was going to mention him there when I got on that topic of the second channel there. You know, John, he's, you know, somebody I have a lot of respect for. Somebody I've been fortunate enough to become friends with here and outside of YouTube also. And I had reached out and asked him about it because it's something that I had considered for a while, but it's like, you know, how many people from your main channel is going to follow you over? How many views are you going to get? Is it worthwhile? You know, and you know, again, John's somebody, he just goes for it. He went full-time on YouTube way earlier than what most people do. He started a second channel, you know, with kind of just kind of going for it. And so I have a lot of respect and admiration for him for doing that, for just having the guts to just go for it and just see how things just go for it and see what happens. I love that attitude and that mentality, and I hope his second channel goes well. I hope it goes really well. Hey, Dale Phillips, glad you could stop in for a little while, buddy. Wish you could stay longer, man. There's Jeremy Tournament Cats. What's up, buddy? Pontoon Jody in the house, watching from work. Glad to have you, Jody. There's Spider Skull HD still here. Daniel Duran, the next video with Catfish Sumo. I roast Daniel on a video coming up, and I can't remember if it's the next one or the one after. I'm about, I think I'm like 7 videos ahead right now. So I can't remember exactly where it's at in the queue. But I roast him good on a video coming up. You know I don't miss a chance. Carp and catfish baits. Yeah, I've been to Del Hollow before for bass, never for carp, but I want to. I want to go down there and catch some in mirrors at some point. I've watched some videos on it, and it looks like they got just huge mirror carp in there. I got to get better at carp fishing first, though. I want to go down there and have some success, not sit there and get skunked. Mike Laney, we've caught a few fish out here this morning. I think 3 that I've landed so far. Been kind of slow. I didn't bait this area before showing up today. I just threw some chum out this morning before I went live, and so wasn't expecting a lot of fish. Thought we'd get a few. I fished Sunday, again, same spot here, got that big buffalo for those that follow you on my other social media. But again, I hadn't pre-baited, and so I think I got 6 or 8 fish that day. So there's some here, but I don't expect, this is not going to be a 30 fish day. It's not going to be that kind of action. Scott Fegan's a shout out from Abilene, Texas. There's another Texas person in the house. Heck yeah. Jeff Martinez says, you know you're doing it right when you got that many. Hey, boy, that's the truth, man. I must be doing it really right for him to slash my tires there a while back. Boy, I was pissed that day. It is what it is, though. It's part of the YouTube game. Chris O'Neill, man, thanks for watching and commenting, buddy. Oh. Got one on, y'all. We got one on. We got one on here. This is the worm. Big worm getting it done again. He's made a run out there. He's heading north. He's heading north. He's like Vivi Saldana from West Texas heading north up to Alcoa today. This fish making a run. I'm gonna tighten up this line a little bit here so that when he turns left, which he may, he don't get in that. I don't know what this one is yet. Feels pretty good. Could be, that first run kind of felt like a carp, but Lord Almighty. Do y'all still see me? I don't know if y'all can see me or not. My screen had shut off for some reason. I don't know why the screen shut off. I hope we didn't lose video throughout this fight. I'm about to land this fish. I don't know what happened to the screen. I don't know why my screen's going off. It's about to do it again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's frustrating. Shouldn't do that during the live stream because my cameras. It's always something with technology, people. It's always something going on. I gotta tire this fish out some more though. He's wound up, man. I gotta keep touching the screen to keep it on. Yeah, people saying I froze. No, I didn't overheat. I didn't overheat. My screen cut off on the phone, y'all. My screen turned off. I don't know why. I'm middle of fighting this fish. Probably, dang it, I lost half my audience too. Damn YouTube. Damn it. Well, anyway, y'all, I'm reeling in this fish. My screen keeps wanting to turn off on me for some reason. I'm about to land him here now. There we go. Always something with technology, man. All I want from technology is to work. I want 3 bars minimum of cell phone service everywhere I go, and I want shit to work. That's what I want. Too much to ask for in this day and time, though. 2022, we got satellites orbiting Mars. You can't get cell phone service in half the places I fish, and I can't get that phone screen to stay on while I'm fighting a fish. I got to get rid of this fish quick. There's that fish there, y'all. I don't know how much of the fight you've seen. He's not very big, but he was a jag-on battle, man. Shout out Douglas Medlin right there, buddy. I just seen your comment come up. That's for you, Douglas. Dadgummit. Oh. Why is my screen doing that? That's going to be a problem when I'm fighting these fish. Y'all are going to keep, the screen's going to keep turning off. It's like it's not recognizing that I'm on YouTube and that YouTube has control of the camera. Man, I lost so many people in my audience there when that happened. It sucks. It's like, that's as bad as buffering. Either way, you lose your whole crew. Man. Here, let me ask y'all, for those of you in my live stream audience right now, the people watching the replay is gonna love this. Y'all, those of you familiar with iPhones, is there a setting I can do? Could I leave the YouTube app momentarily, go to my settings, and turn something off so that like my screen won't shut off? Like that it would stay on? Donnie Beeler says low power mode. I shouldn't be in low power mode. I have a battery pack. I have a battery pack plugged in here. I don't know. I just redid my battery pack cord. Let's try that. I want to give it a second here and see if that, no, it just did it again, even with the battery pack plugged in. Damn it. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to keep touching the screen here. Let me try to get this thing baited here. It's always something, man. It pisses me off. Every time I go live, there's something. We're out here having a good day. We're catching some fish. All we need is technology to work. We pay out the ass for it. Why won't it just work? Why won't stuff just work? Gosh. All right. Gosh. All right. I'll touch the screen again, and then I'm gonna pick up, or I'll cast this bait. Okay. Oh, you know what? This one was on the worm. I didn't put a worm on before I cast it out. Let's try that again. I'm so distracted because of technology. There has to be some setting I can go to fix it where that screen won't turn off. It's always something, man. We're gonna make this work, y'all. We're gonna have a good day. I just got to keep touching that screen. That's all. We just gotta improvise. We gotta work around it. Work around Apple and Google's limitations. The richest companies in the world, smartest people working there, and I can't get a phone that won't shut off. I do got a worm on a hook though. See, Apple and Google mess up all the damn time. Stuff tears up, things go wrong. You know what never goes wrong? A worm on a hook with pieces of fake corn there. Nothing ever goes wrong with that. This right here, this gets the job done all the time. Not Google and Apple though. Not Google and Apple. Google and Apple can kiss my hind end today. That's what I think about it. I don't even care about making Google mad because they're going to hit me with a low ad rate on this video anyway. They always do. I've been hit with so many low ad rates this year, it's ridiculous. If I post 3 videos a week, 1 to 2 of them's getting a low ad rate. It's like they demonetize me without demonetizing me. Pisses me off. I'm going to be on a rant here in a minute, y'all. MC Hammer, he's going to hear my rant. He's not going to want to fish with me. After dealing with these camera problems, we got to get MC Hammer out here with me. All right, we got a worm out now. Got a worm back out. We're going to catch something on the worm. Tag on it. I gotta keep touching that screen. I'm going to freeze up again. You know, here's what sucks. It's like if you buffer or you lose connection or whatever, you lose the bulk of your audience and you'll never get it back. Like you never get as many people back in your stream again as what you had when you first lost service or whatever. It's so incredibly frustrating as a content creator. I'm gonna scroll up, make sure I didn't miss any super chats. There was Jeremy's Tournament Cast, 99 cents. Thank you so much. Lord, we got okay, somebody, oh good. Pontoon Jody, thanks for getting the spam bots there. Boy, they hit at the wrong damn time. I got all these phone problems and they blowing it up here. Okay. Let's educate me here on the fly here. Somebody's done found a setting I can turn probably. Yeah, Daniel Duran, you're hired. Add moderator. Thank you, Daniel. Jody's swatting them though, but. All right. Okay, there's where my phone problem's hit. I see that. Okay. Straight Rippin' says turn auto lock off in the settings. Jacob Brewster, settings, display and brightness, auto lock to never. Okay. Settings, display and brightness, auto lock to never. All right, y'all, here's what we're gonna do. I hope this don't mess up the stream. I hope it don't. I'm gonna get out of this app here for a second, go to my settings, and hopefully fix this problem. If anybody's still left here when I get back, I'll see you in a second. This may wreck the stream. I don't know. I'm gonna try it though. It's worth it to try because this phone's gonna keep shutting off if I don't. I hate Apple. Okay, here we go. Am I back? Am I still live? I lost some audience people while I did it. Okay, Marquez Ball says I'm back. All right, I've turned the auto lock to never. Thanks to the people there walking me through Apple technology. Big shout out to people who know Apple. screw Apple, but thanks to y'all who know how to operate it. Hopefully, I won't have to touch the screen anymore. Douglas Mellon says, you know, that's something, Douglas. Them old cassette tapes, you didn't have problems with them like you do with Apple now. Whew. What an ordeal that was. Damn Apple, man. All right. Well, y'all saw the fish in the end. I did lose a bunch of my audience, but it is what it is. They had left. They had left for some reason or another. Tighten up that line. Anyway, I'll try to get back in polypositive mode and quit griping and ranting. Intercoastal Interceptor. What a name. It says you're nationwide and live. Oh, I'm gonna block me. Somebody already done it. Jody's on it, man. As soon as I seen it pop up, Jody's got it. Heck yeah, Jody, moderator of the year. Something was splashing right out there. The next issue we're going to have with Apple, again, Apple problems here. See that sun shining down on my beautiful face, all in all its glory right here. It's going to overheat this phone. That'll be the next thing we deal with. You watch and see. It's hot out here today. Yeah, Straight Rip. I already got on there and done it. Straight Rip. Thanks for the tip on there. I already turned off the auto lock there. Yeah, Justin Porter. I've been out in the ocean there. I got some videos on my channel there. Check out my Florida playlist. I may have to get my glasses on here, y'all. It's let me set you down here a second. I gotta put the glasses back on. It's sun's bright all of a sudden. Let me get them on here so I can see this chat box. I hope we don't overheat, y'all. If this phone overheats, I quit. So if y'all watching and I suddenly disappear, we've overheated and I quit. I'm just gonna fish with no camera. The wind's blowing a little bit and there are some clouds in the sky. Hopefully one of them will block out the sun here shortly. Kylie Bear, best name on YouTube. Yeah, I'm ready to go to Texas. November. Heading down there to Lake Fork, gonna catch some big buffalo. Spending 3 days just specifically going after buffalo. Gonna learn all I can and come back here and try to catch them here too. We got some big ones here too. I don't know if we got them as big here as what they got down there in Texas. We might. Nobody ever fishes for them here. So it's possible we do have some huge buffalo here and just don't know it. But I'm gonna do my best to come home and catch them here. There's Chris O'Neill from Rochester, New York. Won't hold it against you, Chris. But glad to have you. You know what's funny though is this rod over here on the far right, it's down in about 1 to 2 feet of water. It ain't been hit all morning long. It ain't had a single hit on it. It's surprising. I would have thought up here in the real shallows, didn't know how many we would get, but I thought we'd get at least one. Ain't been touched yet. Bill Moss says Elias was digging up some pretty big ones with you on the Tennessee River. Yeah, Elias had a good trip out here. He got some big catfish. He got some big drum. Hoping to get him back over here soon. Brian Posey, yeah, I'm going to try to do some gar fishing while I'm in Texas. Now, I reached out to Henry there with Catching Dinosaurs, and he's going to take me out there when I go in November, but he says it's not a good time for the alligator gar. So I don't know how good we'll do, but November is apparently great for buffalo, not so much for gar down there in Texas, but we're going to try. We'll see. But yeah, I do want to catch an alligator gar. That's on the bucket list too. Joey Christ, yeah, we got some fish, I think 4, so far. Been kind of slow, but yeah, we got a few bites. Michael Ramsey says, first time I've seen you use a worm with corn. Yeah, I tried that out Sunday, and I got a big buffalo, so we're doing it again. Penny says, you sure you're still baited? Don't seem to be fighting turtles. Yeah. I assume these turtles will eat these worms too, but I only got 2 rods with worms, so hopefully we won't have any issues with them. Pay Lake Hater says, love the carp videos, been waiting, and I'm ready to break my Apple phone. Me too, buddy. Hey, Piglet Road Outdoors, what's going on there? Thank you for sending that package, Piglet Road. I got that in the mail yesterday. I sent you an email. But, yeah, thank you for that stuff, man. Really appreciate that. Michael Bryant says, my girlfriend loves your video. That's awesome. I hope you do too, Michael. I hope you're not being forced to watch because she likes them. My girlfriend likes Dodgers baseball. That's what I get forced to watch all the time. You talk about a lousy announce crew. That crew that worked back in the day, and maybe it's because, you know, Vin Scully was the Dodgers announcer forever. And when it comes, baseball announcers, there's Vin Scully. And I don't even know who would be number 2, but whoever number 2 is was like way down. There was such a gap between Vin Scully and everybody else. So this new Dodgers baseball announce team, I don't know if it's just they're so bad or if it's just because they're so bad compared to Vin Scully. I can't listen to that crap, but I get stuck watching Dodger baseball all the time. So Michael Bryant, if you don't like watching me and you get stuck listening to me because your girlfriend likes the videos, I'm sorry. I know what it's like to be sitting on a couch having to watch something you hate. God. Yeah, Roman said Vin Scully was, man. He could, and I don't even like Dodger baseball, but Vin could make me watch. No, I ain't had no thoughts of going after salmon up north there, Bayside. Maybe we got to catch a fish right here down south right now. Hopefully this camera stays rolling this time. Oh, I seen him come up the surface out there. I believe that was a carp. I seen him roll. Hopefully now that we got the screen fixed, hopefully y'all will see all this fight. That other fish was burning, man, before the screen cut off. Yeah, this one's headed up north too. This one here is headed up there to Rochester, New York, with our other friend up there. Again, we won't hold it against you. People down here in the south where I'm from, we don't typically like New Yorkers, but we try not to hold it against you. We'll say, bless his heart, but he's a New Yorker. Get over here, fish. It's another one right here I want to show MC Hammer. We're gonna have MC Hammer ready to fish with me before long. It's happening today, man. I'm gonna get home today and MC Hammer is gonna have sent me a message. I gotta go under this rod here. MC Hammer gonna be dropping in my DM somewhere. I don't even think people can message me. I think I got all that on lockdown, but he gonna find a way. I might have to put on some MC Hammer tunes on the way home today. This fish, he's down here in the water. He's saying can't touch this. He's doing the dance. It's a big one right here, man. This is the biggest one of the morning right here. It's a good one. It's a good one right here, buddy. I'm gonna put the phone back here in the holder, and I'm gonna net this thing. Lordy days, fish, you gonna calm it down when you get in this kayak now. use my fancy net here on you fish. You ought to want to come get in this net. It's a fairly new net. Just got it. It's the second trip I've used it. You ought to, oh boy, he jumped right at me. I thought he was coming in the kayak then. He missed the net and come right at me, bolting. That fish bolted right at me. Come here, fish. This is a good one right here, man. This is a really good fish. Oh, man. Got him in the net, y'all. This is a good one, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, he splashed me good. Get in here, fish. Oh. This is another one on a pack bait and worm combo right here, man. Pack bait and worm getting it done. Oh. Fish. Oh, got that dang hook in the net. Hell, this fish is running a daggone. He's run the hook through his mouth into the net. I don't even know how he's done it. Oh, there it is. Oh, easy fish, easy. Well, they go crazy in here, man. They go crazy up in here. Oh. These carp, man, they just don't quit. Well, the hook's out. Now he's got his fin. He's got his fin wrapped up in my net. I just got this net fish. You can't be tearing it up first thing. I don't even know what the heck he's done. His fin is all wrapped up in my net. Doggone it. Bear with me a second here, y'all. Bear with me. There we go. We got that. Let's just set this. Let's set this over here a second. Man, y'all, this is a big carp right here. This is a big one. Daniel Duran just hit me with $2. He said, just for you, Justin. Daniel Duran, this fish is for you. Perfect timing there for that super chat to pop up. I'm gonna try to get hold of him. Oh, but look at that. That's a good one right there, man. Wow. What a battle. I went to put that net down and he like bolted right at me, jumped over the net. Whoa. Hey, gone. Daniel Duran, your fish is out of here, buddy. He wasn't having nothing of this YouTube stuff. He wasn't having none of it. Yeah. That was a fun time, though. Another one on the worm. I got to get my net now. I got to get this. That fish got the net, or got the hook in the net and then pulled the hook completely through its mouth. I don't even know how that happened, but he got it all twisted up here. He knocked all my fake corn off this too, which is fine. I don't really need that fake corn. I just had it on because it was already on and I was just putting the worm on the rig anyway, but that fish there, man, he wrecked it. That was fun. Woo! My worms at? Did the fish knock? Okay. I thought he knocked my worms out of the kayak. We're getting our money's worth out of these worms. I may reel in that other one over there with the worm and change it out here in a second. This one rod has gotten most of the action, I feel like. I'm going to fix this worm on here. I'm going to hook it 3 or 4 times. There's that. Put a little pack bait on it, and we're going to be good to go again. Oh, y'all, I got another one going down. Hang on, worm. Hang on, we got another one. We got another one, y'all. Hang on. Let me get the camera back in the chest. We're gonna reel in another one as the porn spammers show back up. I'm so sick and tired of them. Why YouTube can't, here's another thing about technology I'll gripe about. Not only do I have phone problems and cell phone problems, why is it in 2022 that these spam bots keep dominating the YouTube chat box? Whether you live or a regular video, they're always popping up. This fish is running me over this pole over here, this shallow water marker. He may have just run circles around it. Yeah, he has. That fish has ran circles around that damn channel marker over there. Shallow water marker. Damn it, I'll never get him out of it. Unless he goes back and loops around the same direction he went. And you know damn well he ain't gonna do that. Unless I could bust that thing loose possibly. I don't know why people put that crap out there anyway. If you're this far back in the creek, your stupid ass better have a graph on your boat. That's all I got to say. You don't need a stick sticking up back there. You need a damn graph. That fish is gone. He's either gone or wrapped so tight we'll never get it out. This rod's out of commission for the rest of the day. Hell with it. I didn't want to fish with that rod anymore today anyhow. Here, let's set the camera back here. I'm gonna get this other one baited. Things were going so well. Then we had technical difficulties with the phone. Now I got channel, it started with the channel cat, didn't it? I hooked that channel cat and he got my line all wrapped up with the other one. That's when things went wrong. Damn channel cats. Another reason why I hate them things. I'm gonna get this one rebaited now. This one rod here, it's the only one we need to catch a fish on anyway. Now I'm gonna reel that other one in and get me another worm on it here in a minute. Hey people, I lost a chunk of my audience there when the phone messed up. We still got quite a few of you watching. Okay, there it is. I'd put my hook through the bag then too. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. It's a cluster, but we're getting it done. One way or the other, we're getting it done, folks. We're catching some fish, that's most important. There we go. All right. I'm gonna reel this one in, y'all. We're gonna get us another worm and put on here. Get the big worm. I ain't got no worm on that, and that's the problem. I ain't got no worm. Ain't gonna catch him on a bare hook, are we? Either the turtle that Penny was mentioning, or a bluegill or something. Stole my worm. Yeah, for those of you that's out there thinking about carp fishing and getting into it, I'll tell you, it's a noticeable difference. Them fellas over there in England and Europe and stuff, they've got it figured out with baiting areas before you fish them. Because it's a huge difference. And the few times that I have baited versus the other times when I'm just fishing like out here today, it's a huge difference in the number of fish that you will catch. Like I said, I went catfishing yesterday and I wasn't in this area. So I didn't have a chance to come out and do any kind of pre-baiting. Well, hopefully at this point in the morning here, we've got enough scent out there between the cattle cubes I threw out first thing and then this pack bait that we've cast out numerous times. Now hopefully there's quite a bit of scent out here in this area, drawing them in. All right. Tighten this up and then we're gonna be back in business. All right, y'all, we ready for the next fish here. We ready. Let me scroll up. Lord, there's the spammers. Okay, there was Daniel's comment. Let me make sure I didn't miss any before that. Okay. Let's see. Tiffany McConkey says, Carp has 0 inside manners. That's the truth, buddy. They'd break your fine china if you brought one in the house. There's Nikki Hayes. What's going on, Nikki? Anthony McCall in the house. Watching from Iraq. Off F says because you're always at the mouse's ear, they send you the spams. They know I'm the right clientele, don't they? There's Danny Walston. Oh Lord, I've offended Chris O'Neill. What's wrong with people that live in Rochester, New York? Down here in the South, Chris, it's just Yankees in general. We call some of you damn Yankees. Those are the ones that move down here and don't go back home. Don't take it personally. Penny in Kentucky says, where's Blower Man or Weed Whacker Man? You know, knock on wood, we ain't heard one out here today yet, have we? It's been quiet thus far. John Knott says, have you ever tried chumming deeper holes for catfishing? I haven't, John. Here's my concerns with doing that. First off, the current is probably going to wash any chum that you put out. It's going to wash it downstream. You're going to have a hard time keeping it in one spot. If you put it in like bags or something and weighted it down, I'm not a fan of that because I don't want to litter. I tried the bags for the carp with markers on them with floats so I could find them, and it didn't work out. The turtles ate through the bags in the shallows. But the deeper water, you could do that. But the fear would be you would draw in 6,000 small catfish and they'd be just destroying your baits all day. Typically when I find areas that are loaded with catfish, it's places that I don't end up wanting to fish for long periods of time just because you catch a lot of small ones, but you're not catching necessarily big ones. So I haven't chummed for catfish. With that said, it may very well work. You know, if you're fishing a lake or something especially maybe, but out here on the river, if I tried putting corn or bread or something like that down, cattle cubes, the current is gonna wash that stuff. It's gonna be long gone before I come back a day or so later. So, yeah, I guess you could use, you know, pieces of fish and stuff, cut up shad, but it'd take a lot of shad to really bait an area appropriately. And the carp, you know, technically I'm drawing in small carp too when I'm baiting these areas. That's what these European and English people, they're like, oh, you just catch small carp all the time. But the average size carp is 5 to 10 pounds. I mean, those are nice size fish, whereas the average size catfish out here is 1 to 2 pounds. You know, they're really small. So it's a big difference in getting on an average size carp versus an average size catfish when you draw a bunch of them in. But I don't know, John, it'd be worth a shot probably. Pay Lake Hater says, bought 2 rods and met you here in Louisville. Wife loves when you rant. Says, sounds like me. I can go on some rants, you know that. Penny in Kentucky says, the last time I was in New York, people honked at me to go before lights even changed. Yeah, I was in New York one time, Penny, and it was some of the rudest people I've ever met in my life. I was lost and tried to ask somebody for directions, and this woman, I don't even know what language she cussed me out in, but I mean, she give me the how-to, buddy, and not how to get where I was going either. I don't know. Them New Yorkers are something else. Ain't my kind of place, that's for sure. I'll stick down here in the South. And down here in the South, we're all still assholes. We'll cuss you out, but it'll be under our breath. And we'll say, bless his heart afterwards. What's going on there now? Must have been imagining things there. I'm gonna get my rig back when I leave here today. I'm gonna unwrap it from that pole. I don't think that fish is still on though. I think he done about 2 laps around that pole and ripped the hook. I don't know who put that shallow water marker there. Again, if you're back in the shallows, you best have a graph on or slow your ass down. You don't need a stick sticking up out of the water. Lord almighty, these chat things again, man. Okay, good. Jody hit them there. Yeah, moderators, if you see somebody being a nuisance in the chat box, don't bother hiding their message. Just block their stupid ass. I got too many subscribers on this channel anyhow. And them ones on the spam box there, they ain't subscribing no way. Muddy Blue Cat says like I sound like his granddad. I sound like an old man, y'all. Chris O'Neill says you should try a gar pike fishing with dead minnows on the top when the water's calm. I saw somebody else doing that, fishing with small shad for gar. I can't remember who it was now. We got a little gar. I see them rolling and stuff, but they're not like down in Texas. We got long nose and we got spotted gar here, but we don't have them big alligator gar like down in Texas. That's what I really want to catch. One of them big 6-footers, one of them 200-pounders. That's what I want to get. I want to get me a big buffalo out here today too. That buffalo you're going to see in an upcoming video, biggest of all time, come from right out here where I got these lines cast. I was on the other side of the bank over there casting out. I come over this side today because it was sun going to be out, you know, and I got these trees here blocking part of it for at least the early part of the morning. Now I got to let the wind spin me a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna get this one too, hell, or else I'm gonna be dragging these things across the ball. I'm spinning just enough with that wind to move them lines. Every time I lean over, my power poles, they wiggle a little bit, and that gives that wind a little play there for me. Hey, what's up, Tim Zazimski? Yeah, the bite's been okay. We've got a few fish. It's not been on fire, but we're getting some. Got a big carp a little while ago. Joey Chris has been looking at the Catfish Sumo reels, and he's interested in one. Do you think they're worth buying? Yeah, I think they're pretty good, Joey. I had tried them out there, I think it was last year I tried them. You know, they're a smaller conventional reel with the level wind. The line retrieval, what I don't like about, and no offense, it's not nothing with the quality, just the personal preference. What I don't like about the Catfish Sumo reels or the Abu Garcia reels that I used to use or the Bass Pro Shop Catmax reels, it's the line retrieval rate. It's slow. It's like 24 inches, 26 inches, something like that. I like the higher speed. That way when I'm casting out and I got a fish turn and coming at me, or if I'm dragging baits and I don't drag very often, but when I do, I need to pick up a line very quickly. I like that higher higher retrieval rate. So that's my main reason for not using them, is I like the higher retrieval rate. But they good reels otherwise though. Just comes down to personal preference and what your needs are. Hollywood Marine said, "Are you near the dam?" I'm not. I'm a long ways from the nearest dam. Daniel Duran, I've never fished for tiger muskie. We've got muskie here on a couple bodies of water. I've caught one in my life. Lord, here's more of them damn chat box, spam bots. Let me touch that thing here. Jody got it there. Goodness gracious. The real life says, "Are you wearing prescription glasses?" I'm not. Right now I'm wearing broken glasses. These are non-polarized so I can see the screen. You wear polarized glasses, you can't read the chat box. We've learned that lesson. I was educated on that a while back. There's Patrick with Real Beast. What's going on? He says, "Guess I can't joke you about catching buffalo since you're after them now. I'll find another one to tease about." Well, you can give me a hard time for not catching any buffalo right now, because we ain't got the first one today. I'm going to get better at that buffalo fishing. It's a matter of time. Tim Zazimski says, "What's the real ratio, 5 to 1 or more?" I don't know. I don't know the ratios. I just look at that line retrieval. How many inches per handle turn. That's mainly what I look at. Hey, we'll see you, Chris O'Neill. Thanks for stopping in today. Real Life says, "Come down to Houston area and hook some of those monster gators in the Brazos." Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to Lake Fork. I'm going to be flying into Dallas and renting a car and then going to Lake Fork. And I don't know where I'll end up after that. The plan is to go down there. I'm fishing for buffalo for 3 days with that Austin fella. And then from there, I don't know what I'll end up doing. I'm going to try to hook up with Henry from Catching Dinosaurs. May do some other types of fishing while I'm down there too. Just going to try to make an adventure out of it. Don't know, Texas is so far away, I don't know when I'll get to go back. So I'm going to try to make the most of it. We'll see. We'll see what all I get into when the time comes. Mitchell Biggs says, "Any contests coming up?" I ain't in no contest. I'm going to try to get in a contest with MC Hammer if he'll come fishing with me. See how many more fish he can catch than me. I'll let him catch them all if he'll fish with me. Do you think MC Hammer will even find out about this? Like, we've talked about him now for over 2 hours. You think he'll even catch wind of this? 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Somebody in my audience knows somebody who is the next door neighbor of MC Hammer. Somebody. Guarantee it. Maybe he'll at least send me an autographed picture or something. He may not fish with me, but he might spend 29 cents on a stamp to send me an autographed picture. I don't think stamps are 29 cents anymore. I may have just told a lie. I think stamps have went up drastically. I haven't bought a stamp in forever. I don't know how much they are. The last ones I bought was them Forever stamps, but I don't think they're 29 cents anymore. But MC Hammer's apparently worth millions, and I'm sure he gets a ton of royalties from Can't Touch This and Too Legit to Quit. So he can send me an autograph picture. There's my man Ed from Oklahoma. Where'd his comment go? Ed, I saw your comment and it disappeared. Oh, he said he's been impressed with the Catfish Sumo reel. It casts as far as his Dakotas and has kept up with the wear and tear. There you go. There you go, Joey. There's you a review from a guy who's been using them for a while. Y'all be sure if you buy anything at Catfish Sumo, use code word kayak. Saves you 10% off your order. My club members, go to the community tab on my YouTube channel. There's a code for you all. It gets you 15% off your order. So I got some new Catfish Club members today. Y'all take advantage of them savings on there now. Outdoors addiction. He's laughing at the MC Hammer, man. We're gonna reach out to MC Hammer. Somebody knows somebody. Keith Hensley, my man Keith, he said he got the best steak dinner ever down there in Dallas. Well, Keith, you know what they say about Texas. Ain't but two things down in Texas: steers and another word I can't say on YouTube. I'll just offend 10% of my audience, but that's what they said about Texas. I know it ain't true though, but steers and yeah. So it makes sense they'd have a good steak dinner down there. I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled before MC Hammer sees this video. They're gonna pull me off YouTube. Robert Ayer, I don't know where your lake is, Robert. I don't know if I'm coming there or not. Ruger said them stamps 50 cents now. That's highway robbery. Man, these damn spam bots are just ridiculous. They have been out of control today. What the hell? Yeah, there's Brett Padgett. He says only two good things down there in Georgia is good fishing and fast swimming. I love it. Oh, it's about time to reel in another one. Something was working it there. Working that old worm. He was pulling in a minute. I wasn't imagining that, y'all. You seen it. Something was tugging on that worm now. I hope he didn't pull it off the hook. I'm going to give it a second. I'm going to reel that in because I bet he tugged it hard enough. I'm worried he got the worm off. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm looking at that out the corner of my eye right there, y'all. Mitchell Biggs says, any plans in the future to go after Wells catfish? I am thinking about it. I've done some research. There's a service over in Spain on the Ebros, I believe, river. It catches just monster whales all the time, and I'm wanting to go over there. The guide service isn't bad. It's like $800 and something once the US dollar conversion. So it's not bad. That's for a week. That's your lodging and guide and everything. Problem's getting over there. The airfare is like $1,500, and it's a long flight to get from Tennessee over there. So you're looking at 20-something hours of flight time. But I definitely want to do it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. More spam bots. Change address 402 says, Justin, are you going after carp and buffalo? I'm going after buffalo. Yeah, big buffalo down there in Texas. Hopefully get me a 50, 60 pounder. I'm gonna pick up on this rod here, y'all. I don't think there's a fish on it, but I'm concerned that he's got my worm. Yeah, he ain't on there. Stole my worms, what he done. May have been one of them old bluegill fish or shell cracker right there. Robbed us. It's all right, we got more. Well, we don't have any more worms in that bucket. But because I come prepared, I got another bucket of worms. Ha ha! Y'all thought we was out of bait, didn't you? Justin's prepared today. I wasn't prepared for cell phone problems, and I ain't prepared for that sun to overheat the phone here in a minute. But I'm prepared on the worms. That's a big old lively night crawler right there. I wonder if I took MC Hammer carp fishing, do you think he would be willing to put his worm on his own hook, or you think I'd probably need to do that for him? I don't know. He wouldn't want to wipe his hands off with worm juice on the parachute pants. I'd bait his hook for him. But he might. I mean, he might be into fishing. I don't know. But we'll find out. Somebody's going to hit him up there on his social media. And he's going to, I'll get home today. He'll have me blocked on every social media. I don't blame him. I'd block me too. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon though, y'all. We're going to find MC Hammer. By gosh, people look me up and find me. They ought to be able to find MC Hammer. I'm glad he's not dead. Somebody had me convinced earlier that he was dead. All right, we got that back out. I'm half tempted to reel my other worm in and check it now, with this one being torn off. Let's reel this one in and check it too while I'm doing some rebaiting here. Yeah, something's got this worm too, y'all. We've been sitting out there with no bait on the hooks. What the heck? What the heck? I'm gonna drive my power poles down in the water a little more too here in a minute. Wind keeps wanting to spin me this direction. We've wiggled around too much and worked them poles free. There we go. All right, pack bait and worm, getting it done today. Those of you tuning in, we've currently got a rod out of commission. A fish swam me around a little shallow water marker over here. I'm wishing bad things on whoever put that marker up. So it's out of commission. The other one I've got real shallow over here. Ain't nothing messed with it all morning long. I've rebaited it, I know, at least once or twice. Ain't got nothing but these worm rods have been catching some fish for us. All right, we baited up again, y'all. Okay. One more second, y'all. One more second. Get my power pole remotes here. Okay. All right. Let's see if that'll help our call some. Lordy days. Let me dry my hands off here. That sun's getting bright, y'all. I hope we don't overheat. Okay, there's more spam bots. Tim Szynski says, is that adult dating site a sponsor? They ought to be, as much advertisement as they're putting on here. Good gosh. Goodness gracious. I mean, they're blowing it up, man. YouTube's got to do something about these people. I mean, I've got links blocked on my channel and they still find a way around it. Brian Posey says MC Hammer is a minister now. He'll be praying for me after seeing this video today. He's going to be saying some prayers for me. All fast as Mouse is here has kayaks parking for VIP YouTuber. Got my own space up there. Nate Strunk says, so relaxing seeing you fish live while I'm working. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it, Nate. I feel like we've had technical problems out here today. Between the spam bots, my phone issues, all kinds of stuff, getting me on some rants. We found out MC Hammer was dead. Then we found out he was still alive. We've talked about castrating tigers. I shared my belief that I think Carol Baskins killed her husband. I mean, we've talked about it all today. Ken Sprague says, long-time watcher, first-time poster. Glad to have you, Ken. It's a hell of a, you know, I listened in the football season, I listened to Tony Basilio and some of the sports talk shows, and then people calling, it's like, long-time listener, first-time caller. That's what I think about. Well, I seen Ken's message there. Leonard Vaughn, he says, because the spam is not an actual message, it is their name. Yeah. So Leonard, the way around that is, kind of the way around it, is to make people be a subscriber to chat. And I did that last year, but you can't turn that feature on from your phone. You have to do it from the computer. So days like today where I come out and I just go live, I would have to have done that from the house. I wish that's something I hope they add to their app soon, is where I can make people be a subscriber to chat. I mean, the fact is, if the person ain't got the time or the energy to click subscribe, why the hell would I want to chat with them anyway, you know? So I like having that feature turned on, but I don't like having to do it from the computer at the house. But hopefully that would help eliminate some of them porno spammers. Wyatt Howell says, what type of rods are you using? These are Catfish Sumo original chopsticks. And I have found them to be awesome for doing what I'm doing out here today, the carp fishing, and the tip on them is really helpful for casting that pack bait. I've screwed up casting too hard and cast some pack bait off today, but the soft tip really allows you to kind of lob it, and it helps keep it on there. So I really like it for this style of fishing. There's TTR Racing from Amarillo, Texas. Heck yeah, another Texas person in the house. Ed says iPhones are about as useless as a $3 bill. Hey, Ed, I don't know about that, man. If you take a $3 bill into the mouse's ear, it's dark in there. They don't see the denominations. That $3 bill could be worthwhile, man. It's all about where you're trying to spend it, Ed. Fishing and Airhead Zona says, good morning and good luck. He went fishing Saturday and got 3 carp. Awesome. Michael Strunk, he got stamps he purchased 15 years ago. I can't remember the last time I bought stamps either. It's been a long time. I don't ever mail anything. Andrew Todd has the question of the day, y'all. Andrew Todd says, how come you never use worms? On a video where we're using worms. Question of the day. I wish I had a like sound effect. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Question of the day. Comment of the day. Lord help us. There's another pissed off person I'll never see again. Juan Medina says, are you using spinning reels Daiwa? Yes, those are Daiwa Regal 3000 size. Small reel for this size of rod, but I don't really need a big reel for this style of fishing. So they work pretty good. Oh, we got a boomer sooner in here. Robert, have a good day to you too, buddy. Glad to have you in here today. G. Nicely says, Tony B and Bino after a late game is the best radio around. Oh, that's the truth, man. Ain't nothing better than a fall evening after watching a Vols win, going out, sitting by my fire pit, and listening to Tony Basilio, the voice of the common fan. He's the man around here in East Tennessee. I like me some Tony Basilio. Looking forward to it. Fall will be here before you know it. Jim Hughes says, how do you think the Colts will do with Matt Ryan? I don't know. That's a good question, Jim. I'm not as high on Matt Ryan as what a lot of people are. I know, he went to the Super Bowl a few years ago, had a good year, but I'm just not a fan. We'll see. I think they'll probably be about as good as they were with Phillip Rivers, to be my guess. Probably high expectations and low achievement. That's my guess. Only thing the Colts really have in their favor is they get to play the Texans and the Jaguars. They got 4 guaranteed wins right there. That's the best thing they got going for them. Got Marshland Outdoors says, welcome to the Catfish Club. We got a new member, Marshland Outdoors. Man, we've added a lot of new members today. Thank you to everybody who has signed up. I appreciate you. Means a lot to me. You channel club members, it helps keep the channel going. It really does. YouTube, it's always a crapshoot of how they're going to monetize a video. I've had a lot of them this year that they've just broke it off in me. So it's really awesome to have you people that are in the Catfish Club that are just supporting me. It's a big help. It truly is. The Catfish Club members, my deal with Catfish Sumo, all that, the money that comes in outside of YouTube takes the pressure off making money on YouTube. So when I get hit with these low ad rates, it sucks, but it's not the end of the game. I can keep going. It helps me try new things. This year when I really wanted to go hard after the carp and learn and try things, if I put out videos like that maybe some of my earlier carp videos didn't do particularly well, low on views, I knew it would take time to build that audience. But having the channel members allowed me to take those chances and put out those videos that aren't going to perform well right away, will eventually, but not right away, and it allows me the flexibility to do that. So anyway, again, thanks Marshland Outdoors for joining, and thank all of you who have been on the club membership for a long time. I appreciate every one of you. Penny says 95 degrees and winter coats for sale. I know, Penny, but hell, it'll be winter before we know it. The days move fast. Amos Bailey says he's in Cleveland. Boy, it's got to suck being up there and being a Browns fan. I feel you, man. I don't know if you're a Browns fan, but most people in Cleveland are. Y'all got Jimmy Haslam as the owner, and he's our biggest booster here at Tennessee, University of Tennessee, and he's wrecked our college football program for years, the same way he's wrecked the Cleveland Browns, so I feel for you. But he says, while jigging for white bass, we will land some buffalo. Yeah, I believe it. These people buffalo around here, they're just kind of caught accidentally, bycatches. I have no idea how to go out and target them. Somebody told me a while back to try some worms, and so I tried some worms on Sunday and got the biggest one I ever caught in my life. We've tried worms out here today, ain't got a buffalo yet, so, G nicely says, he says, the live feed is much better now that Pro Moderator has retired. I'm going to screenshot that, G nicely. I'm going to send that to him. And he didn't retire. I fired his ass. Let's get it right. Old Pro Moderator. I talked to him the other day. I'm going to get back up there and fish the Thursday night tournament at some point. Oh, Marshland just hit me with $2 too. Thank you, Marshland. Boy, he joined the club and now he just hit me with some money. Thank you, buddy. Leonard says, hey, Jody, I was watching another live stream and they were allowing members to gift memberships Looked it up, and it was a trial YouTube. Yeah, Leonard, I had a, what the hell they call it? A survey thing with YouTube. I had to talk to somebody. They give me $75 gift card, and I did a 1 hour chat with some YouTube representative, and they were asking me a bunch of questions about that. And one of the things that they were rolling out was going to be the gifting memberships, which I thought was a cool idea. I also wanted the membership join thing on the chat box too, make it easy for people like that. So hopefully it'll be, we're about to catch another one here, y'all. Hopefully that'll be rolling out on all channels here shortly. Oh, did he just drop that? I think he just dropped it. I bet he stole my worm. That's the problem right there, fishing with worms, man. Yeah, he's robbed me. He's robbed me. We got a thief here, y'all. Stole my worm. He stole it. We caught him in the act, but it didn't deter him. We had the cameras rolling on it. That fish said he didn't care. That fish was like, go ahead and call the law. They'll never catch me. And that's the truth. They ain't gonna come out here and catch him. They don't care. They got more important stuff to do than come out here and catch an old stealing fish. Let's get this next worm on the hook. We'll put some pack bait on there. And one of these times we're gonna get another fish. I don't even know what time it is. I ain't fishing all day today, but we're gonna try to get another one. Rod right there had done us right earlier, but I ain't seen nothing mess with it. I don't want to reel it in. But we were getting hit there pretty quickly, I felt like, there for a while. There should be more fish locking in on that area, but I don't know. Anyway, talking to myself. I need to be talking to you all. I talk to myself a lot. All right, got that back out. Okay, let's see what we got going on. All right, we back up 300 something people. I lost a bunch there when Apple got me. What time is it here? 11:36. Hey, Keith Doc Reed, absolutely, buddy. He says, can you give my boss a shout out? Norm Bontrager. Shout out to Norm. I don't know how the hell to say your last name, Norm. I hope they get it right at your wedding and your funeral, though. That's when it's most important. But shout out to you, Norm. Thanks for letting Keith watch me instead of making him do his job. Randy said it's okay to talk to yourself, just don't answer. Trellis Cooper caught a 48-pound blue at Unisha Bridge last night. Had one of your stinger flies in its jaw. Well, I ain't been up there, so it wasn't one of my stinger flies. Is probably some other YouTuber that copies everything I do. Be my guess. It wasn't me. I ain't fished Unisha in a while. I went on upriver on Fort Loudon last week one day and did real good fishing a deep hole. And then most of my fish been on Watts Barley. I went to Nickajack one day and we got that rod we just cast back out. I believe we're about to catch another one. I'm gonna put the camera back in the chest here. I think we're about to get another one on the rod we just cast back out. I think he's swimming with it actually. Oh, I just pulled it right out of his mouth. No, I didn't. There he is. I didn't either. I pulled something free. He must have had it around a stick or something. I felt something pop, but I got the fish. I don't think this is a carp. I hope this ain't one of them damned old channel cats. That last one tried to poop on us. Oh no. Penny, you called it. Penny's just talking about turtles. And Penny conjured one up. It's a little slider right here. Oh man. Come here, slider. I hate hurting turtles. I don't care for snapping turtles. But sliders, I like sliders. I used to have a pet slider. His name was White Boy. I got him in the Bahamas and stuck him in my pocket. Brought him home. I had him for years. Come on up here, you old turtle. He's hissing at me too. He's hissing at us down there, y'all. Let me get that hook out of you. Come here. Hopefully it's not in your mouth. Oh, I see it there. Here, I gotta get the camera. I got the camera in my chest. It's blocking my view. I'm gonna unhook this thing. Come here. Let me see you. I'll get it out. There we go. We got it. We got him free, y'all. Come here. I'm gonna get hold of you. Tell everybody at home hi. Say hi, everybody. He ate that bait just so he could get on this video. I got me a pet turtle here, everybody. Boy, his claws are sharp too. He's trying everything in the world here to. He's just a walking, buddy. He's ready to get out of here. He says. Tell him hi. Tell everybody hit the like and subscribe. Bear watching, turtle. Hey, turtle. Do you know MC Hammer? If you do, will you give him a call or an email for me? I want to fish with him. Sing it, turtle. Say, can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. No, turtles can't sing. They can't even speak human, really. He ain't scared though. He ain't hiding in his shell, is he? He's soaking up every second of his fame. I'm ready to let you go anytime, turtle. But I mean, if you wanna try to shout out somebody or plug one of your sponsors or something, you're welcome to here. Since you're being so cooperative now that we got that hook out of your jaw. He's just admiring the view, y'all. He's just admiring it all. Get out of here, turtle. Leave my worms alone. There we go. Turtle probably give me the salmonella. Well, that was an interesting catch right there. Not what we were targeting today, but all's well in the end. We got him unhooked. He got him a little lip piercing, got him some camera time. That's the most famous turtle on YouTube. Them Ninja Turtles ain't got nothing on that one right there. Them Ninja Turtles are a thing of the past. That little slider's the thing of the future. Let's get another worm. But he is on it quick though. He must have heard that splash and come over there to investigate and found him that worm right away. Putting some more on. I'm gonna have MC Hammer, can't touch this, stuck in my head. I'm gonna be humming that all day long. I'll have MC Hammer stuck in my head. He'll have me blocked on every social media platform there is. Old MC Hammer. Let's see where all I left off. Let me scroll back up here. I saw another member thing pop up. Oh, Dominic Hollis. He's been a member for 10 months. What's up, Dominic? He says, howdy, howdy. We love your carp and catfish videos. Thank you, Dominic. I'm glad you like them. Some people don't. I get a lot of complaints about the carp videos, but I like them. They're fun to catch. I wish we caught a few more out here today. Thanks for being a member so long, Dominic. He says, everybody please remember to hit that thumbs up and show your love and support. Thank you, Dominic. Penny says, good job. He's a good-looking turtle. He was a pretty good-looking turtle. Autistic wood turner, he says you need to learn to talk like a ventriloquist so you can do a turtle talk when you catch them. Shadow Jackal says, me and my 8-year-old love your videos. Keep it up and catch us a monster. Awesome. Shout out to your 8-year-old. Wish you'd left the name on there. I'd have shouted him or her out. Jonathan M., he's turtling too, he said. Brett said, who is your favorite Ninja Turtle? Probably Leonardo, I'd say. I think Leonardo was probably my favorite. I had a bunch of them. I still got a bunch of Ninja Turtles, actually. I ain't played with them in years, but I had them as a kid. Tyler Tarosky got his biggest flathead the other night. Congratulations. Motor Rider 203 is asking about the live scope. Says, how well does that work for catfish and carp? It's useless on the carp because I'm in the shallows here. Don't need it for that. Catfish, it's kind of a novelty thing, but I don't find it of any benefit for catfishing. You can see them come up and eat your baits and stuff, but to go out and look for stuff, yeah, kind of useless. The crappie fishing, netting shad, things like that is where live scope really shines. Sabrina Shelton, do you plan to do any night fishing? No, I can't get any views on them night videos. And even if I hide the fact it's a night video, the average watch time, when people realize it's a night video, they turn off immediately. I may do some live streams at night, possibly, but no regular videos. Been there, done that, seen the results. Nate Strunk, oh. Nate says, how is your new stupid pup doing? Oh my gosh. Nate, this dog is the bane of my existence. Nate, this dog is Satan reincarnated. I mean, this weekend was so bad. I actually left her outside Sunday night. She was outside. I left her out. I couldn't deal with her anymore. She pooped in the house. I scolded her. We went outside. Because I scolded her, then she goes over on the carport under the kayak and poops right there in front of me just out of spite. I'm so mad. And I want to whoop her, but when she knows you're mad at her, you can't get in touch with her. And she'll taunt you. She'll like run up to you and you're ready to whoop her and then she runs away. Then she was in the fire pit all day long because she knows I hate that. Then when I was mowing, she got down the bottom of my property. There's a little gully that goes through. And sometimes after rain, it's full of water. She got down there, got all muddy, ran out on the road, ran out on the property. I've been so frustrated with her. She is just uncontrollable. Got a shock collar though. We're about to light her ass up when she gets out of control. I may not be able to get hold of her to whoop her. She may not listen to me when I scold her, but we're going to light her ass up. We're going to be shocking her. I put the shock collar on my leg last night, shocked myself. I think it's going to get her attention. It ain't like something you see on the cop shows where somebody just, you know, like tased like that. But it's a little, you feel it. By gosh, you feel it when you crank it up. So anyway, that's my story with the dog, Nate. I was the only one who wanted that dog. My girlfriend didn't. She finally gave in, let me get this dog. I dropped the dog off at my parents, you know, if I go out of town or I'm going to be gone all day. The dog ruined that relationship. The dog isn't allowed back at my parents because it was so bad down there. I've been having to take it, like the other day when I went to Chattanooga, I had to take it to the vet and have it boarded because, you know, I can't leave it in the crate that long when I'm gone. So it's out of control. The dog ain't working out. She's cute as can be. She's adorable. She is Satan reincarnated. So anyway, there's a story on the dog. I was so excited about getting the dog, and now it's been a nightmare. Oh, Shadow Jackal said her name is Madeline. Shout out to Madeline. Thanks for watching the videos, young lady. Hope you catch some big fish. Got Speed Bag 1833 in the house. John Duck in the house. Heck yeah. Another longtime club member. Fishy Boy just joined. What do you miss? A few fish caught. We've caught a few out here today. Off S says he loves the live scope when they show us fishing. Yeah, I'm going to keep using it. Like I said, for my ultralight fishing, it's great. But for catfish, it's just more of a novelty thing. But I got it. Might as well use it. Autistic wood burner. Tried a shock collar. Powerful through the hair, but they get used to it if it's a big dog. Mine's 47 pounds, so she's still a smaller dog. By gosh, if she gets used to this shock collar, we'll get a damn taser. Go after that way, man. I'm going to keep her out of that fire pit and keep her from chewing up stuff. And she's just, hopefully she gets out of this puppy stage soon and we'll calm down a bit. Hey, Jody's still in here keeping the chat box good. Thank you for what you do, Jody. I can't tell you how big a help you've been today with them old spammers. Amos says, Justin, how would your poles work for walleye? Probably be too stiff for walleye, Amos. G-Style said, you're getting a new hat called Kayak Carp. Stay tuned. You make a joke about it, but it's coming. It's coming. I'd hired a person for the new logo, and I had to fire them. They'd done so bad. They didn't apparently know the difference between a carp and a bass. Because both attempts, I told them exactly what I wanted for the logo. I mean, it was so easy for them to do. And both times, their efforts resulted in a bass. I'm like, you're fired. You're fired. Like old Trump style, you're fired. So I got to find me somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. But yeah, logo, Kayak Carp merchandise is coming. It'll be here before you know it. Anger Management Fishing, so he paid to have his dogs trained. It's a game changer and worth every penny. I may have to go that route. I have a friend of mine. He was a dog trainer in the military, trained to bomb sniffing dogs. Kennel master, I think is what his title was, I think. He gave me some tips and stuff, but the tips he gave me worked great on my last dog, Roscoe. Roscoe was so obedient. I mean, he was such a good dog, such a sweet dog. This dog, Daphne, is just such a spiteful animal. I mean, spiteful. If you tell her no or you scold her, she will purposely just go and pee on the floor right in front of you or chew something up that she's not supposed to. I mean, she's just so mean. I've never dealt with anything like it. It's been a challenge for me. And I wanted this dog. I wanted her, but I'm at the point where I haven't bonded with her at all. I mean, me and her are at an impasse right now. We're having hard times. David Carroll says he's been a club member from the beginning. Love all your videos. All your regular supporters should be supporting the audience. Should join. Well, David, something's up because I don't see the club member thing. The emoji's not next to your name. I don't know what's up with that. Something's up with it. There should be a little emoji next to your name. That's where all the club members, well, that's what they all get. That way I can easily find them when I scroll through. Jacob Griffin says all she needs is a way to release that energy. Run her beside the bicycle. It's funny you say that, Jacob, because that's how we get some of her energy out. When she's real wound up, I go hop on the electric bike and make about 6 laps around the yard. And buddy, she can run. She can run 18 miles an hour beside me, chasing me, nipping at me on that thing. But we do run the energy out of her that way. That's one thing we do. No, Bayside, I ain't never been ice fishing. Chris Bender, no, I ain't took the dog on the kayak. I'd initially thought about taking her out and doing some bank fishing on the islands and stuff, but she behaved so badly, I don't think it'll work out. Fishing from scratch, tied up some stinger rigs. Heck yeah, man, I hope you catch some fish on them. Sabrina Shelton's got a good question. Says, would there be any reason to tie a lighter leader to the stinger fly for when you get hung up, you could just break off the stinger rather than the whole rig? Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea there, Sabrina. You could definitely do that. Another thing with the lighter line's going to give that stinger more action in the water too. It'll allow it to wiggle a little more. I had initially lowered my leader line down to 50 pounds for the whole shebang, but I've since went back up to 80 because I was having problems. I broke off a few times with the 50 where the line gets nicked up and stuff, and I don't like retying leaders. I'll use leaders till my damn hooks are dull. You know, I'm bad about retying. So I went back to the 80, but yeah, you could definitely use the lighter line. Oh, Wormy's boss caught him. Don't get fired today on my video, Wormy. Jacob Griffin says that's the problem there. Everybody buys these dogs. They don't exercise them enough and they don't work out. Yeah. Well, Jacob, I mean, I ain't the best dog parent. I don't claim to be. But I guarantee you that dog's got a better life with me than what it had up there at the animal shelter locked in the cage 23 hours and 50 minutes a day. So it could be far worse on that dog. Pay Lake Hater said, do you chum the water with pack bait when you're done, or can you save it a few days? I'll throw out what I got left here today because I ain't got much left. You can keep it, though. If you put it in the refrigerator, it'll last a few days. If you leave it out, just out and about, room temperature, it'll get some mold on it after a day or two. Which I don't know if the mold hurts at all, but it will get a little moldy. Marshland says, it's hot down there in Louisiana. I bet it is. Christopher Adams fishing's went okay today. We haven't gotten a lot of fish, which I knew I wouldn't because I didn't pre-bait this area. But we've gotten a few. And that one carp was pretty good size I got. Autistic wood turners is what kind of dog is she? She's a mutt, like a boxer pit mix. Pure terror is what she is. Ed says Daphne needs a dog. I agree, Ed. The girlfriend will not go for that. my parents have a dog, and this dog is too much for their dog. She says so much energy. But yeah, I would like to have, I wanted to get that half-dead boxer that was up at the shelter. I don't know if they killed it or if somebody got it. It's gone now. It's not on their website anymore. Hey, Anthony, be safe over there, man. He's watching from Iraq in the military. Y'all be safe over there. Shout out to all the troops. He's catfishing, said, I had a dog once, now she's just the ex-wife. That's funny. I better not comment too much. I'll have all the women on here hating on me. Christopher said, it's easy to ask forgiveness and permission. That's true. That is true. I'll take a beating though from the girlfriend if I bring home another dog. It took me forever a year to give in to this one. David Posey said he started using the Gulp minnows. They work great. Awesome, man. I'm glad they're working out for you. I caught a bunch of fish on them things. They are a great bait. What time is it here, y'all? It's noon. Let's give it about 15 more minutes here. Let's rebait and give it 15 more minutes. Because speaking of dogs, I gotta go home and get that dog out of the damn crate and let her pee. She'll be, thought I was hung up. She'll be peeing and pooping in her crate. You put these dogs in crates and supposedly it's supposed to help house train them and stuff. This one don't care. My worm's gone again. But this dog don't care. She'll poop in her crate. She don't care. If she knows it'll piss me off, she'll do it. But yeah, I gotta go let her out, and I gotta do some editing today, y'all. I am behind. I'm 6 or 7 videos ahead, but behind on some editing. Fishing's been good. I've been doing the fishing, you know, and not sitting behind the computer. All right, got that worm on. We're gonna cast this back out. Let's give it 15, 20 more minutes here, y'all. See if we can get us one more. How many people we still got in here? Anybody still even in here? I ain't looked at the box in a while. We had a pretty good thing going until my phone messed up, and then I lost half the audience. And like I said, you never rebound after that happens. YouTube, once you buffer or have connection problems, it's like YouTube stops pushing the video out. I've had it happen so many times, and it kills the momentum. Hopefully it didn't happen so long that they won't push the replays out. Sometimes that happens too. My live stream replays typically do pretty good. But days where I buffer, those don't get pushed. It's like YouTube just kills the momentum on those. I think my worm may be gone on this one too. It is, man. Something's stealing our worms out there, y'all. I need to put me some more fake corn on with the worm. That way, if the fish or turtles get the worm, we'd still have that fake corn there with the pack bait. Would be running two baits in one. Oh, night crawler. It's about as simple a fishing as it gets, folks. Night crawler on a hook. Pack bait just gives it a little extra attention out there. Once we get into the fall and we get some the water drops down here and opens up some bank access for me again. And we get rid of some of the boaters on the water. I'm gonna go out and hit some deeper water areas for carp, and we're gonna go after the big ones. I've got a bunch of places marked on the map that I wanna hit. But while the water's up, and while it's summer and all the boaters are out, we're gonna keep doing the carp fishing from the backwaters here. All right, we just cast these two back out. My other one over there is still hung, and this one over here on the shoreline, it might as well be hung because ain't nothing messed with it today. Tighten them lines up. All right, I think we're ready for the next fish here. Let's hope it happens here in the next 15 minutes or so. 12:15, y'all, 12:15. Let's see, where'd I leave my spot at? There we go. Autistic wood tern, you don't want this dog. I promise you don't. Gary's got a big boxer, 85 pounds. That's a big one. Roscoe was 80 pounds at his heaviest. He was a chunky boy there for a while. Marshalling Outdoors is the bait that catches the most fish, is the one in the water the most. That's the truth. Can't catch them with a bare hook. Mark Crook said he went carp fishing this morning on Douglas and caught two. Yeah, David Carroll, I don't know why it don't show you as a member on there. It ought to have a little icon emoji. I don't know why yours ain't on there. Maybe something in the settings or something. That emoji thing, it might be optional. It might be something that you can turn off or something. Autistic wood turns, editing's the worst part of as a content creator. I agree. That's the worst part. I love going fishing, but getting home and having to sit behind the computer. And the worst part for me is having to watch the video back after I'm done, because I hate watching myself on camera. That's the nice thing about these live streams and stuff. It's like, when I'm done with it, I'm done. I don't have to watch myself anymore. But I have to watch those other videos to make sure I ain't left a bunch of stuff in that shouldn't be there. Pontoon Jody says she has a friend, James, that is obsessed with gulp minnows from watching you. Hey, that's awesome, man. If you're going to be obsessed with a bait, it's better to be obsessed with one that catches a ton of fish, like the gulp minnows. Those are my #1 bestseller on my Amazon links by far. I mean, more gulp minnows have been sold than anything. Shadow Jackal said they got rough weather coming through now. Whatever you got coming through, Shadow Jackal, it's probably going to hit us tonight and tomorrow. I think tomorrow oh, right here. Oh, we just got hit. Knock slack in my line. There it goes. There it goes. We just cast that worm back out, man, and we got hooked up already. I was hoping we'd get one more here before I wrap it up, and here it is. We've been sitting out there with a bare hook too long, so the problem today is, I hope this is a carp. I'd like to end on a carp or a buffalo, not some daggone channel cat. Boy, this one's heading back here this way. Let's go under this line. Oh, it's run behind me here. Lord almighty, it's headed up here to the shore. Don't get my power poles back here now. I definitely don't need that to happen. I had one a while back done circles around my power pole. That was a mess. Boy, it's behind me over here. I think it's going to come on the other side of the kayak now. That's fine, fish. Come over here. We'll land you over here if you want to. Whatever side you feel is your best light fish, just come on. I want you looking good. We're trying to motivate MC Hammer to fish with me. He ain't very big, but boy, he was a pulling. Come here, fishy. Come here and get in this net now. Got this new fancy net. These people have been kind enough to buy me. You gonna get in it. He might be a little bigger than I thought he was. Oh, no. He ain't done. He was about done until he saw the net, and he's thinking better of it. Come on now. Come on. Playtime's over, fishy. Playtime's over. You caught. You caught now, fish. You in the net. You're officially registered as a catch now. Come on in here. Man, he's a lot bigger than what I thought he was. I first got a look at him. I was like, man, he's fighting awful hard for his size. And now I look at him. I'm like, yeah, I misjudged him. Got it unhooked. He threw the worm off. Hopefully he got a bite of it before he threw it off. There he is. Hey, MC Hammer. I want to dedicate this fish here to MC Hammer, man. Come out here and come fishing with me. What's it going to take to get MC Hammer in a kayak right beside me? We'll tear these fish up, MC Hammer. Doggone it. Somebody out there knows him. Y'all keep hashtagging MC Hammer. We're going to get him out here fishing with me. It's going to happen. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon on MC Hammer. We're going to do it, y'all. Me and you, we're going to do it. I want y'all to be thinking some questions you want to ask MC Hammer. We might even go live. Instead of doing a regular video, him and I could go live together. Y'all could ask him anything you want. I don't even know what I would want to ask MC Hammer. I don't even know. Like, what would I want to ask MC Hammer? I would probably want to know, I mean, he was a star back before the internet. But I'm sure he still had some like crazy psycho fan hater experiences. I would definitely want to hear those. It would probably have to happen off camera, but I would want to know, like, you know, women stuff. Because you hear about these rock stars, you know, hot women throwing their underwear up on stage and whatnot. So I definitely want to hear some of those stories. I don't know if that'd be appropriate for this YouTube channel. I don't know what all I'd want to ask him. I'd probably be starstruck and just be fumbling my words and not be able to ask him anything. That's probably what would happen. I'm gonna cast, I don't know what time it is here, y'all. I'm leaving in just a few minutes. I gotta go home and let that dog out. But I'm gonna throw back out here one more time. That one there ate pretty quick. I know I'm fumbling, I'm rambling on here, y'all. Those of you who watch my channel regularly, you know how I am. You should know what to expect when you tune in to see me. A lot of rambling and fumbling words and saying stuff that don't always make sense. You probably didn't know we were going to spend the whole live stream talking about MC Hammer today. I didn't either when I come out here. I think it was Douglas Medlin that got it started. It was Douglas Medlin because he was talking about some kind of Memorex cassette tapes. And that's what triggered us into talking about my first cassette tape, which was Vanilla Ice. And that led us down the path to MC Hammer, who we originally got some fake news on that he was dead, and I was, you know, very upset about that. And then we realized he was alive, and I was like, I want to go fishing with MC Hammer. And now here we are, 2 or 3 hours later, and we're still talking about the guy. All right. Let's answer a few more questions right quick while we wait on the next fish. Well, somebody, oh, here's a 334 Outdoors, $4.99. Thank you, 334. He said, seen the black buff on Instagram, absolute fish of a lifetime. They're much rarer and usually older than smallmouth buffalo. Keep spreading carping to the masses. Well, thank you, buddy. I plan on it, man. I appreciate you watching, man. Thanks for following me on Instagram too, buddy. We've had somebody else get blocked here. We got another problem. Problem causer here in the video. Wood Turner here is saying, what video editing program to use? I use iMovie. I keep it real simple. I keep my editing very simple. Marshall said, I bet those MC Hammer pants would make a good wind sail for a kayak. I'd rock them pants, man. I would definitely wear those parachute pants. I remember him in the commercial, I think it was the Pepsi commercial, where he was parachuting down with the pants. Hey, Levi, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for always watching. Levi's Levi Williams, longtime viewer, watches every video, comments on every video. I really appreciate it, buddy. Russell Smith, good question. I don't know. I don't know this whole Buffalo trip down there. I don't know if we're going to be on the water like 24 hours a day, all 3 days. I don't know how that's going to work. This guy I'm fishing with, he's going to be baiting a day before. And so it may be a marathon thing there. And so I don't know. But maybe it might be a possibility there. I appreciate your interest in it. We may be able to make something happen. Sheldon said, tried to gulp minnows, didn't get the first bite. That's a surprise. David Posey said he ordered some fake corn from Amazon and 50% of them melted. Well, crap, David. I don't know what brand you got. I tried this. Let me find them here. See what I got. I think they're called Enterprise. Let me pull them out of this bag here. Enterprise. This brand. Tutti Frutti scented. It says pop-up imitation sweet corn. I didn't get it on Amazon. I got it from Big Carp Tackle. But I haven't had any issues with melting, and these are actually, they're like a really hard rubber type texture. But no, I haven't had any issues with this. That's the only kind of fake corn that I've used though. But I haven't had any issues with it melting. I lost my place now. Okay, there we go. Off S said, you got me on the clickbait yesterday. Watch the video twice. Well, good. Again, them clickbait titles the only thing I can get anybody to watch. If I put out a video titled, you know, like anchor fishing for catfish, I'll get 12 views. Old Raptor said, I'll need a bigger kayak so the hammer can dance. Yeah, we may have to do some bank fishing to do some dancing. He's a minister now. I doubt he'd want to go to the Mouses here with me. That might not be appropriate. I don't know if he's married. His wife might not want him to go either. I could probably take him to the Applebee's, though. I'd buy him dinner at the Applebee's. Oh, Great Outdoors. I ain't going to forget that rig. I ain't going nowhere with that thing wrapped around tight there. Pretty sure that fish is long gone, but he wrapped me up good. Penny says, Vanilla Ice is still dropping tunes while building luxury homes. I bet I've still got that Ice Baby cassette tape somewhere. I bet it's down at my parents' house. There's Captain Dan from sunny and very hot Southern California. He says, hello, Justin. Is there a large population of striped bass locations you fish? I've been enjoying all your content. We do have them. They stock them here in our bodies of water. They're not natural, but they're stocked here, and we got some pretty big ones. Thank you for watching the videos, Captain Dan. Most hated growers says, really enjoy your videos. Well, thank you. Woodburn, I'm going down there to Texas in November. I think it's the 15th through the 17th I'll be buffalo fishing. Boy, my screen's messing up here or something. It keeps bouncing around. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, it's because them damn spammers are back. That's why. They were commenting about 50 times in a row. Lord, these spammers have been something else. T. Gray says Berkeley makes Gulp and Gulp Alive fake corn. Yeah, I bet that stuff would tear easy though. If it's anything like their minnows, they'd be ripping that stuff off in no time. Mr. J. Definus Selection, shout out to you from Dallas, fishing at Joe Pool Lake. Heck yeah. That's where I'll be flying into in November. Sabrina Shelton says, how long does it take to edit? It really depends on the length of the video. I mean, obviously, if I post a 45-minute video, editing or watching that back is 45 minutes guaranteed. The other part of it kind of just depends. Since I've went back to one camera this year, that's helped save a lot of time. So, you know, anywhere from 1 to 2 hours total. Usually the filming in 4K makes a large video file, so it takes a long time to upload to YouTube. But I can do other things while it uploads. Then I gotta get a thumbnail and whatnot. Everything else is kind of preset in my video description. All that stuff's on there all the time. But where editing sucks is where you get like I'm at now and I'm several trips behind. I just gotta take a day and just edit. That's where it gets real frustrating. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Them damn spam bots, they just keep popping up. I hope it's as bad on everybody else's live streams as it is on mine. Yeah, I didn't, Greg, I didn't use no tomatoes out here today. We've been trying the worms. Oh, hell, it's 12:21, y'all. I was going to fish till 12:15. Well, I guess it's about time to get out of here. What do you think? You want? Oh, hell, here's another one. Yeah. Pontoon Jody's on it, though. Trudy, yeah, I do have a video with Kayak Mike and Ryan Boards. That'll be out probably about 2 weeks at the rate I'm going. I got a big fish down there on that trip. One of my biggest, if not the biggest of the year. So it was a good trip. Y'all, I guess I need to reel everything in and go home and let that dog out. Get to editing. Got to do that today. Again, hashtag MC Hammer, man. We've talked about him the whole day. I want to fish with him. If he won't fish with me, I hope he'll at least give me an autographed picture. Write me a letter. MC Hammer, man, hook me up with something. An autographed picture. But otherwise, you need to come fish with me, MC Hammer. I want to put you on some fish. We'll either go catfishing, we'll go carp fishing, we'll do whatever you want. I want to fish with MC Hammer. I don't know where he lives. Maybe he's in Texas. He could come to Texas with me. Either way, I guess I'll get out of here, y'all. I don't know when I'll go live again. Probably sometime next week. I think the weather is going to be bad tomorrow and like knock me completely out of fishing. Thursday was calling for rain and storms too. But otherwise, maybe next week we'll try going live again. Maybe catfishing, maybe some more carp fishing. Wish we could have got some buffalo out here today. I thought we might get another one since I got them too on Sunday from the spot. But either way, thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you to everybody who joined the Catfish Club. Special thanks to everybody who super chatted me today. Really, it means a lot to me. It's a big help with keeping this channel going. I appreciate you so much. So anyway, wherever you're at, whatever part of the world, whatever you're doing, be safe, have fun. I'll see you next time.